knowledge and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hawley, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. That behind every athlete, there's a team, but it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at HesterbergLaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Back at Floyd Central High School with your countdown to kickoff, brought to you by Howard Family Pharmacy. Let's look first at the visiting Knott County Central Patriots. 6-2 overall on the season under fourth-year head coach Randall Mullins. 1-2 in district play. 18-20 overall record as head coach of the Patriots. And Steve, that's a guy I think you want to look at if you're Hoskins coming into a rebuild situation. Mullins has really turned this program around very, very quickly. And now his fourth season, 18-20 overall. A large gap in wins and losses the first couple of years, really broke through with a good upperclassmen group last year. And I told you I had a stat regarding Knott County Central that I think is really, really interesting. They have 8 different players with at least one rushing touchdown this year.
Wow.
It's a team that they can throw the football. We saw it a couple of weeks ago at home versus Prestonsburg, but they have 8 different players with a rushing touchdown. 5 have at least 2 rushing touchdowns. So it's a rushing attack that averages 192 yards a game, and they could do it with a plethora of people in that offensive backfield.
Yeah, they have a ton of guys, and we know the struggles that Floyd Central has with containing rushing attacks, as we've seen a lot this season. So several key guys and skill players that Knott Central has that you know they are going to get a lot of reps tonight in this game. And like you said, we seen it last week or a couple weeks ago against Prestonsburg, and most teams have not had success against that Prestonsburg defense. They had a couple of big plays passing, but they just were not able to get the rushing game going, and the quarterback definitely did not have any time in the pocket as well a couple weeks ago. But interesting stat there that they have so many guys who have been able to distribute and contribute, I should say, for that Knott Central offense. And talking about their defense, I think it was earlier this year I'd done some prep for it was actually for the Prestonsburg game. They had multiple guys with multiple interceptions as well. So their defense, a lot of ball hawks, a lot of physical play on that defensive side as well. And alluding back to the culture with Coach Mullins and everything he's been able to do in such a short time. A lot of lean years for Knott Central football, so it's nice to see them to be able to turn it around these last couple of seasons in a 6-2 record, and automatically they're in the playoffs. We spoke about that earlier in the pregame, and they and just kind of like Floyd Central, they want to finish the regular season strong going into the postseason.
It all starts with senior running back Shane Gibson, a team-high 86 rushes on the year, 695 yards, and 6 touchdowns. You'll also hear Bryson Everidge's name called, Preston Shepard, Isaiah Wilkinson. All 4 of those guys are seniors, and a couple of juniors in there as well, Dawson Hall and Zeke Hurley. We mentioned the passing game. It is there. Connor Napier, a senior quarterback, completing just over 50% of his passes for 639 yards, 10 touchdowns. He does have 4 picks, and he'll spread the football around too. You have Michael Gibson, the team leader in receptions, Chance Ambergy, the team leader in yards. So it's an offense that's going to make a lot of plays, and a defense that will get after you. They're heavy hitting, they're very physical, but they are susceptible to something that Floyd Central can do really well, which is passing the football. We'll talk about that on the other side of this break. It's high school football on FM 100 Sports.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations. Keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy with Appalachian Wireless. We're friends, right? How would you and a few of your friends like to save $1,000 in a year off your bill? Here's how it works. When you refer a friend to Appalachian Wireless, you both get $50 in bill credits. It's simple. Just log into your MyAppWire account, grab your referral code, and share it. The more friends you invite, the more you can save. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations to find out how you can start sharing today. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Beatty Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Joanna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family. Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
Live and local, there's only one, WMDJ.
A beautiful rendition of our national anthem by the Floyd Central High School Band under the direction of Lisa and Ricky Wells. And speaking of the Floyd Central Band, if you are in or around the eastern community here at the south side of Floyd County, do yourself a favor and come by tonight, tomorrow night, next Friday night, next Saturday night for the annual Band Haunted House. It's $5 admission. Friday night, Saturday night, tomorrow, then, of course, again next weekend for Halloween. It is, without question, one of the better haunted houses in Floyd County. The band does a tremendous job every single year, and all proceeds go to the band program here at Floyd Central High School. So if you are around Floyd Central tonight, tomorrow, next weekend, please do yourself a favor and come see them at the haunted house.
And piggybacking on just talking about the band, I know even dating back to our days at Allen Central High School, and it's been over 20 years ago now. But I know we're getting up there. But Ricky Wells has been the band director ever since we were in high school, and man, that band they just never lose a beat. Every single year, they just sound so good, and like even 20 years later, they sound even better than they did way back when. And much respect and great props to Ricky and Lisa Wells for being here for so long, a great staple to the community and to Allen Central and now Floyd Central High School, and having a great band year after year.
We've talked about the Patriots. Let's now look at the Floyd Central Jaguars. And I mentioned before the break a little bit of a teaser. The Patriots do tend to struggle sometimes against something that the Jaguars have shown at times that they can do really well. That's pass the football. Yeah. The Patriots are 24th, which is kind of near the bottom, 19th, which is just on the bottom half in passing yards allowed per game. The Jaguars, however, are 11th in passing per game at just shy of 150 yards. Keatron Mays, 1,198 passing yards, 60% completion percentage in his first year as a starter, 12 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. And he's a guy, he's got the physical tools. And his offensive line has done a really good job of giving him time. And it's just with a young quarterback, you're going to have those ups, you're going to have the downs. If you're a Jaguar fan, hopefully tonight, a little bit more of the previous with some more ups going up against the Patriot defense, like we've said, is susceptible to giving up some plays through the air.
And we've seen flashes of how great a quarterback this young man can be. And like you said, only a sophomore, first full season as a starter, and just had minimal reps last season. But coming in as the full-time starter this year, we've seen glimpses of it early in the first game against McGoffin County when they got a win here at home. And we've seen the struggles. We've seen the struggles, and even a couple of weeks ago against Prestonsburg, we've seen they moved the ball very well up and down the field, passing the ball. Even had some great run, be able to establish a great run game as well. But their primary option is going to pass the ball, and when you have options like Wes Buck, who looks like he's going to be back tonight in action. It looks like I think he missed last week due to an injury, and of course Damian Cotton, and we've talked about the other playmakers they are trying to facilitate within that offense, and this could be one of them games where it's going to be very, very high scoring like we've been accustomed to seeing some this season.
You mentioned Buck. He's the clear number one target for Keatron Mays, 31 catches, 542 yards, a team-leading 6 touchdowns, actually team-leading in all 3 categories. You also mentioned Cotton. But some other guys have kind of stepped up in recent weeks and have kind of shown they can be a go-to guy as well in this passing offense. Austin Meade, the sophomore, he was moved to running back. He also plays a little bit of split out. You've also got Caleb Williamson, who has really stepped up in recent weeks, and a sneaky target at tight end in Elijah Little and Miles Holbrook.
Yeah.
If those guys can kind of be reliable catchers, it takes a little bit of the burden off of players like Buck and Cotton.
And you talked about Knott Central and the plethora of runners that they have on the offensive side of the ball, and it's just kind of the same story but opposite way of getting the ball for Floyd Central. As you have a great group of guys, players passing the ball to, and we've seen it so many times so far this season. I think the key move was getting Austin Meade into the backfield, and they experimented with Cotton in the backfield as well, but they were able to get that switch around, and it's really improved that offensive attack. And And it's going to be, like I said, it's going to be a great game. Expect a lot of points.
Captains are at midfield for the coin toss. While they're at midfield, let's go ahead and look at your keys to victory. Brought to you by the Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Tracer Golf. Come and experience Top Tracer Golf, now available with every bucket of balls and open till 10 p.m. Compete on virtual courses from around the world. It's fun for the whole family. Stonecrest Golf Course and Top Tracer Golf in Prestonsburg. Our keys to victory, Steve Sloan.
Know what's at stake. We talked about it a lot in the pregame. You got to know what's at stake here. Floyd Central, despite the record, haven't won a district game. They still have a shot of getting into the playoffs. And with that 5-team district, it makes it a little bit easier. But one team's going to be left out. If they could come out here and win and take care of business tonight, it's going to help their case a lot to get in the playoffs. Take care of the ball. We've seen it a ton this season, but no more against Prestonsburg. We know how vaunted their defense is. They move the ball up and down the field against Prestonsburg, but 3 fumbles, especially 2 in the first quarter, really set them back and got them in a big hole early. And then finally, complementary football. We know what they can do offensively. They're going to have to step it up defensively, especially on special teams as well. We know the struggles they've had there. But defensively, it's going to be tough against the Knott Central, who has a great rushing attack. But if they can get that complementary football in other areas going, it may be a successful night for Floyd Central.
Floyd Central won the coin toss, and I'll give you a guess as to what Trevor Hoskins chose to do.
Defer.
He receives.
Oh, he receives. Okay. I thought he was going with the Mark Stoops method. So
Floyd Central will send their offense on the field first, and the Jaguars run through the tunnel. And we'll get to see their offense on the field. Floyd Central, their home black jerseys, black pants. Floyd Central, Jaguars across their chest in that Vegas gold with some blue trim. White helmets with the gold FC on the side, a black stripe, a solid, clean look. I love the white helmet.
That's what I was getting ready to say, too. The white helmet really, I don't know, it just complements the all-black uniform. I just really like that white helmet. And, of course, Knott Central going with the traditional white jersey, navy blue pants with the maroon and white stripe. But, and, of course, we got another big game going on, getting ready to start over on the Rock at Inez for the district championship. Prestonsburg and Martin County over there. So, but we are here live right now. It should be a big-time district matchup between the Patriots and the Jaguars.
Couple of district championships going on tonight. You mentioned Prestonsburg, Martin County, Shelby Valley at Belfry. That's for the Class 2A District 8 title. And then Class A District 8, number 5 Pikeville at number 7 Hazard for the Marbles. Kicking off for Knott Central is going to be Kendrick Joseph. And it's a squib kick down the left side, fielded by Damian Cotton at the 22-yard line. Veers back to the left towards the middle, and he'll get just across the 25 before being stopped close to the 26. And that's where Floyd Central will take over, moving left to right on the radio dial, or if you're watching at home on Facebook or YouTube, however you're tuning in, we do appreciate it.
Thank you.
Josh McKinney, Steve Sloan, Whitley Hall here at the Very Athletic Complex to bring you tonight's action.
And before we get started, I know this is still football. We got Kentucky basketball tonight. Exhibition against number 1 Purdue. Up by 10 right now, late in the second half. 7 minutes to go.
Jags open up in shotgun. Trips to the left for Mays. Fakes the handoff to Meade. Quick strike left side to Buck. Buck makes one-man miss, gets across the 30. Buck down the sideline across the 45. Sidesteps a defender near midfield. Tackled out of bounds across the 50 at the 51-yard line. A gain of 22 yards on first down for Wesley Buck.
Well enough for a new set of downs, and that's a great start right there if you're Floyd Central. You want to keep moving in the right direction right there. Nice little screen pass, and Buck was able to find an open lane and use his athleticism to gain some more yards. But, you got to see if Floyd Central can keep this momentum going. And we've seen it a couple weeks ago against Prestonsburg. They've done the same thing but weren't able to take care of that ball. So they definitely want to keep this going and take care of the ball.
And I said 51-yard line. I meant the 49 of Knott Central. Mason shotgun again. This time hands it off to Meade up the middle. He's going to get near the 45. It's going to be a decent gain on first down. A gain of 4 brings up a 2nd and 6.
And if they're able to establish a good running game right here, we've seen flashes of what Meade can do over here the last couple of weeks. And it'd just be an added incentive if you're Coach Hoskins.
And it doesn't even need to be anything great. It just needs to be good enough to keep the defense honest and to avoid, stacking that 7-8 man box and kind of open things up a little bit for your receivers on the outside, much like on that first play. 2nd and 6 Jaguars from the Knott County Central 45, just getting things started here in the first quarter, about a minute and a half in. 2 receivers to the right for the Jags. Shotgun snap's a good one. Mays going deep on the left sideline. He's got a man. It's dropped by Cotton inside the 15.
He had it.
That was a great throw by Keetron Mays, and Cotton had about a half a step on the cornerback, just couldn't haul it in.
It looked like Cotton fell right, as they say, right into the breadbasket, right in between the numbers, and he just wasn't able to hold on to it. And a beautiful throw right there by Mays. And
looks like the 2 interceptions Cash dropped last night in flag football.
Oh, no. I hope he ain't listening.
Oh, I gave him a hard time last night. And then we moved on.
That's all you can do.
All right, black team won. That's all that matters. 2 receivers each way on 3rd down for the Jags. 3rd and 6 from the 45. Little in motion left to right. High snap. Mays gives it off to Meade. Gets across the 45 down to the 43. It's going to bring up a 4th and short just across the Knott Central 45-yard line, a pickup of 3 yards.
So, looks like Mays is getting the play call here from Coach Hoskins. It'll be 4th and 4, I would assume. Obviously, in plus territory here, they are going to go for it.
I like the aggressive play call.
Yeah, you have to. You want to be aggressive, and we've seen what happened a couple of weeks ago at Prestonsburg. They went for it in a similar situation, and then set up themselves up in a 4th down the next play. And their set of downs and didn't go for it.
2 receivers each way. Shotgun snap is good. Mays rolling to his right. In the flat, he's got Meade. It's across the 40 for a 1st down. Stiff arm at the 35 out of bounds. Move the chains for the Jaguars, and Meade is fired up on the sideline.
Yeah, he was fired up. A nice stiff arm right there by Meade. And that's good for him. And we've seen some of the struggles he had earlier on this season with dropping passes, and he has gained a lot of confidence since then. And he has become one of the focal points here for this Floyd Central offense, and they get a new set of downs.
A gain of 7 on 4th and 3 on the halfback rollout to Austin Meade. A great play call by Trevor Hoskins. 1st and 10 at the 35. Another shotgun formation for the Jags. Mays standing at the Knott Central 40. High snap, gives it off to Meade, across the middle, gets across the 30, breaks it to the outside at the 15, at the 10. Meade shoved out of bounds inside the Knott Central 5. He jumps up, and he is excited, pushed out of bounds at the 2. 1st and goal, Jaguars.
And he made the right read there about the 20-yard line. It looked like he was going to cut in, but cut back out right at the last second, and he gained extra yardage. It's a great run and a great start for this Floyd Central offense with Austin Meade being the go-to guy.
A 33-yard run for Austin Meade down to the Patriot 2. Sets up the Jaguars' 1st and goal. A tremendous drive to start the football game for Floyd Central. Heavy formation, Mays under center. Meade the deep back with 2 fullbacks in front of him. Meade gets the football, and he's going to be tackled maybe for a loss of a yard at best back to the line of scrimmage. They're going to give him a loss of 1 on the play.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. Not much on that one. Of course, you want to give it to Meade to try to finish it off. He's been the guy this drive, so still got a few more opportunities to try to punch it in.
2nd and goal from the 3. 9 minutes to play, first quarter. Jaguars' first offensive possession. They won the toss, elected to receive. Looking to capitalize with 6. Mays under center, turns, gives it to Meade. And trying to get the second effort push. He got down to the 1, and that's where they're going to spot him. So a gain of 2, but still not quite in the end zone yet. Brings up 3rd and goal.
So this is just going to be a battle of the trenches right here. Which line will hold strong on this 3rd and goal?
And you're right. You want him to finish the job. You want to reward him for the big run that he had, but I'd almost just trust the big sophomore quarterback to fall forward for 6.
Maybe a tush-push type situation.
Buck split wide out to the right. Mays under center. Gives it to the big man running through. And that's going to be a touchdown for the Jaguars.
And I definitely appreciate a big man touchdown.
That's a McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown. More than 3 decades of serving Floyd County, a name you know and trust, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. So the Jaguars punch it in for 6, and they'll go for 2. Mays under center with the heavy backfield. Mays the deep back. Pitch to Meade. He's going to get near the goal line, and I think they're going to have him stop for no good. So the score stays 6-0. Floyd Central, 8:17 to play. First quarter. It's high school football on FM 100 Sports.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. But behind every athlete, there's a team. But it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at HesterbergLaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Junior Caden Goins punching that ball into the end zone from 1 yard out on 3rd and goal, and the Jaguars have a 6-0 lead. 8:17 to play here in the first quarter. A great first drive for this Floyd Central offense in a must-win game. TJ Jewell, the squib kick, goes through one defender's foot and will be just slapped out of bounds by the Patriots by Dawson Hall. And Knott Central will take over at its own 41-yard line.
And we got an update here for Prestonsburg, Martin County. 9 minutes to go. Prestonsburg up 6-0.
I'm one of few that don't think or that thinks that game won't necessarily be close.
No, I'll tell you what, it's been a lot of hype surrounding that, of course, for a district championship. Prestonsburg on a roll right now, looking to keep their undefeated season alive. But we might have a dandy right here in front of us. That was a great opening drive right there by Floyd Central.
2 receivers each way in shotgun. First quarterback Connor Napier. He'll reset the offense. Betsy Lane also in a similar position as Floyd Central, playing Pike Central tonight. We'll keep an eye on that one. There's a flag from the referee in the backfield, the defensive backfield. Delay of game on the Patriots moves them back 5 yards. So 1st and 15. Not a good way to start if you're a Patriot fan on your first drive.
Definitely not. It looks like they were definitely having some miscommunication there. I don't know. It looked like Napier maybe was trying to get on the hard count, but to snap the ball, and they were having some issues. But very first play, not a good sign.
2 receivers each way, same formation. Napier in shotgun with Shane Gibson. High snap, but he gets it. Stepping up in the pocket, going deep over the middle. He's got a man, overthrows him way downfield. That's his leading target, Chance Ambergy. Right there with him was Austin Meade, and incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 15.
I know the receiver wasn't even close to it, but I'll tell you what, that was a great throw by Napier to get it all the way downfield. Nice, tight spiral right there, but just
a bit outside.
Just a bit outside, as they say. And interesting play call. I mean, you know, you get backed up 5 on your first play, but then go deep next, so you still set up a 2nd and long situation.
Same shotgun formation on 2nd and 15. Handoff goes to Gibson. Right up the gut. He's going to get the first down. Across the Floyd Central 45. Drug down shy of the 40. First man on the spot was Charles Potter. Brings him down at the Floyd Central 42-yard line. That's a big gain on first down by Shane Gibson.
Yeah, especially in the long situation there. It was a 2nd and 15, and we've seen that so many times where even if it's a penalty or a tackle for loss, that these offenses get in a long situation against Floyd Central and then picked up most of the yardage right back immediately. So Knott Central here with the first down.
Gain of 21 on 2nd and long for Gibson. Another handoff for Gibson. Wrapped up in the backfield by Caleb Watkins. He couldn't bring him down. And he's going to squirt through for a gain of 4.
I mean, that would have been another tackle for loss right there, but Gibson was able to get out of it and pick up a few yards.
That's a tough spot for Watkins because when it's really cold and your fingers are cold, it's hard to kind of stay on and keep hold of a jersey like that, and Gibson just able to get loose. 2nd and 6 from the Floyd Central 39. Shotgun formation for Napier. Snaps a good one. Halfback draw to Gibson right up the gut. Gets across the 35, across the 30, across the 20. Gets a block and tries to cut back towards the middle across the 10, and he's going to be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the Floyd Central 8. And that's going to be a pickup of 31 yards for Shane Gibson, setting up a 1st and goal Patriots.
And that was just another nice run there by Gibson to get that first down. And he just got long strides, I just noticed, and a very, very athletic runner. We've seen a lot of great running backs so far this season, and Gibson being one of them, and Knott Central knocking on the door for a potential touchdown.
2 receivers split to the left. That's Ambergy and Hall. 2 to the right. Handoff again out of shotgun goes to Gibson. Gets taken down at the 5-yard line. A short gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
So I think we're going to know, Josh, what the game plan is here for Knott Central. We talked about it a lot in the pregame. Of course, they went deep on that, I guess, first official offensive play after the penalty. And we talked about the passing game. It is there if they need it. We've seen glimpses of it, but they're primarily going to run the ball.
Second and goal from the 5. Napier now under center. Heavy backfield. Gibson the deep man. Handoff goes to Gibson. Tries to bounce it to the outside on the right side, and he's just going to muscle his way across the goal line for a Patriot touchdown for Shane Gibson.
Kind of reminiscent of Meade right there. On the earlier play, he cut inside and then went out for the big run. Gibson was trying to go out, and then finally at the last minute cut it inside. He found that open gap and was able to get a touchdown for Knott Central.
Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown. More than 3 decades of serving Floyd County. A name you know and trust, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. Like the Jaguars, the Patriots going for 2. Napier under center. Takes the snap, pitches it to the right side to Gibson, and he's going to walk into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. Patriots 8, Jaguars 6, 5:48 to play, first quarter. High school football on FM 100 Sports.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations. Keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Betsy Lane leads Pike Central 6-0 midway through the first quarter over in Stanville. Parker Settles the kicker for Knott Central. I said Kendrick Joseph. He was the kicker last week for Leslie County. Pooch kick to the right side to no man's land is going to stay in bounds, covered by Floyd Central just inside their own 30. And that was a close one.
It was.
First and 10 at the 26 for the Jaguars, their second offensive possession.
Like you said, that was nowhere, no man's land, so to speak, there. And Floyd Central quickly had a player dive on it, and that could have been a disaster for Floyd Central. But they did recover, and we'll take over here on offense, see if they can keep that momentum going off that successful first drive.
We were talking off the air before we came on earlier. It might be Floyd Central's passing attack against Knott Central's running game.
That's it.
Trips to the right for Mays. Shotgun snap. It's going wide receiver screen to Buck. He's got him at the 25. Escapes one tackle. Tripped up just shy of the 30 on first down for Buck. It's going to be a short gain of 4. Brings up 2nd and 6.
Well, they had success on that play, the very first play of the game offensively, but Buck was on the far side from where we are, and there was a great read there by the Knott County defense to sniff that one out.
If he breaks that one tackle, he picks up another 5 to 10 yards, potentially a first down. But you stay ahead of the sticks, get positive yardage on first down, set yourself up for second and 6. 5 minutes to play first quarter from your own 30. 2 receivers each way for Mays in shotgun. Snaps a good one, hands it off to Meade right up the middle. It gets across the 30. He's going to be pick up about 2. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 4. They might give him 3 on the play.
Yeah, close to at least 2 or 3 there. So
and they're going to give him 3. Brings up a 3rd and 3.
Crucial 3rd down here for Floyd Central. You definitely want to get the first down because they're definitely not in territory right now to want to have to go for it on 4th down. See what they can do here.
Caleb Williamson, Wes Buck, Damian Cotton split wide out to the right. Little in at tight end. Shotgun snap. It's a receiver screen to Cotton this time. And Cotton right out of a cannon down the sideline across the 45, out of bounds at the 48. First down pickup for the Jaguars.
And they've had a lot of success so far with that screen pass. And that time it was Cotton. And like you said, he was shot out of a cannon. And was able to pick up the yardage needed and then more, then some for the first down. Keep that drive going.
A gain of 15 on the receiver screen to Cotton. Exact same formation. This time they go to Cotton instead of Buck. Moving the chains again, another first down for the Jaguars, their 4th. Shotgun for Mays. Fake the handoff to Meade. Looking on the right side, he's got Cotton, and it's nearly picked off defensively by Brody Short. Cotton kept running on the route. Mays expected him to come back. A near disaster, nearly picked off by Short in that secondary for Knott Central.
I'll tell you, that was a definite miscommunication, and Floyd Central is very lucky that Short dropped that interception because he had it. I mean, it was right there in his hands, and it was a great effort by Short. But Floyd Central will keep it on this second down play.
Cotton kept running because he actually had about a step and a half on Short. Looking for his 3rd interception. Brings up 2nd and 10 from their own 48-yard line. Elijah Little in motion. Handoff goes to Meade out of shotgun. And he gets it across the line of scrimmage about a yard and not much more than that. Brings up 3rd and long.
And just a host of tacklers right there by Knott Central to sniff out that one. Another 3rd down situation here for Floyd Central. You got to figure they're probably going to try to set up some sort of screen play that's worked so much all season long. We've seen it, but they've definitely went to the well with it a few times already here in this first quarter.
Betsy Lane on the scoreboard again versus the Hawks. 12-0 Bobcats. 6:14 to play second quarter. It's an 8-6 game here. Patriots on top of the Jaguars. 3:30 to play in the first. 3rd and 9 from the 49. Floyd Central. 3 receivers to the left. Mays in shotgun. Little goes in motion. Wide receiver screen and the flag goes to Williamson. Makes a man miss at the 45. He's got the first down and tackled out of bounds at the 40 of Knott Central for Caleb Williamson.
And we've seen signs of what he could do against Leslie County a few weeks back, so nice to see him get in the mix right there. And he picked up plenty of yardage, and it was going to be tough to try to get that first down. He was just barely got to the stick, but he got just enough to keep this drive going.
A gain of 11 on 3rd and 9.
Floyd Central having early success on 3rd down. That's what you want to see. But you really don't want to get in any 3rd down conversions, but if you do, you want to convert them. 1st
and 10 at the Patriot 40. Mays rolling out to the right. He's got Buck and just out of his reach at the 30. Near the first down marker. In there on coverage was Short. Brings up 2nd and 10. Good coverage that time by Short on Buck.
Very nice coverage. I think the throw was a little high as well. It was going to be tough for Buck to catch it, but I don't know if he would have got the first down. Short was right there. Would have been in to get the tackle, so it sets up another 2nd down.
I'm going to give props to Buck. He's playing in this weather with no gloves.
Oh,
as
wow.
a receiver.
Yeah, that's tough. That is tough because those throws are coming in hot too. They're going to have.
It's hard for me to type with no gloves on. I can't imagine trying to catch a football.
I've got my hands in my pockets right now.
2nd and 10 Jaguars at the Knott Central 40. 8-6, Jags down by 2, 3 minutes to play first quarter. Trips to the right for Mays, rolling out in shotgun. Still looking, has all kinds of time. He's got Buck. He's hit right at the 30. He catches the football, absorbed the hit from short, and it's going to be a first down after a pickup of 11.
And you got to give it to Mays for extending that play, and he held on to it as long as he could and got rid of it at the last second and found his go-to guy. And Buck knew he was going to get hit, and he took a lick, was able to hold on. And you got to give it to this Floyd Central offense. They are rolling right now here in this first quarter.
Caleb Watkins, T.J. Jewell, Aiden Pryor, Nick Hall, John Goebel. That offensive line doing a great job allowing Mays to extend that play. Shotgun snap. It's another receiver screen to Buck. Gets across the 29, and a short pickup of a couple of flags fly up.
A lot of flags.
After Short and Buck were both getting up off the turf. It's a gain of 2.
Well, the Knott Central players were clapping, so this may be going against Floyd Central.
A dead ball, personal foul against Floyd Central. So the 2-yard gain will stand, and then they'll back it up 15.
So you could just see right there, Coach Hoskins just threw his arms up in the air. We've seen just a very clean first quarter, disciplined first quarter so far for Floyd Central, and a tough penalty that's going to set them back in this second down play.
Second and
what we got?
I will say 680.
Okay.
No, second 23.
Uh-oh.
Ball on the right side to Williamson, out of bounds. Let him out of bounds. I was trying to do my math while talking at the same time. I guess that's route 80, not 23. Incomplete pass on second and long from Mays to Williamson brings up third and long. The line of scrimmage is the Knott Central 42. The yard to gain is the Knott Central 19, so it's 23.
So I don't think that would have been a catchable ball right there by Williamson. He was just about in double coverage anyways. And a big-time third down here for Floyd Central, third and long.
Third and 23. Trips to the left, one to the right for Mays and shotgun. It's good snap. Pump fakes, now rolls off to his left. He's got a man, and it goes through the hands of Williamson a little bit high. Incomplete. Fourth and long now. We'll see what they elect to do. If you take a shot downfield and you don't get it, it's the same as a punt. You just maybe don't want to give it to him right here near midfield.
Yeah. And I would assume maybe a sort of like a pooch kick situation here.
Could do that.
Yep. Mays is out on the field. So.
Fourth and 23 at the Patriot 42-yard line. 8-6 your score. Knott Central on top by 2. 2:14 to play here in the first quarter. Two receivers to the right along with Little at tight end, one to the left. Mays, pump fakes to the right. He's got Buck. Buck was wide open, and he wasn't looking for the football. Either that or there was a miscommunication because Hoskins is having some words with the sophomore quarterback.
Yeah.
Whatever it was, Buck was wide open.
He was wide open down the field,
The cornerback bit hard on the pump fake.
And Williamson was right there as well, but Buck was wide open. He would have had enough for the first down, plenty for the first down. Just a tough break right there for Floyd Central.
A turnover on down, so the Patriots take over at their own 42-yard line, and they march down the field in a hurry their last possession, riding Shane Gibson out of the backfield. Napier turns and gives it to Gibson. Right side, I'll tackle, breaks one tackle, gets it across the 50, first down and more across the Floyd Central 45, spins at the 40. There's a flag thrown on the far sideline. It's a gain of 18 yards. We'll see what the flag is for.
No, I really couldn't see what it was going on the far side. I did see the flag at the last minute, so let me see what the white hat has to say here.
Personal foul.
Oh,
is that a blindside block?
I don't know. Is it a?
I'm not completely up to date on the football signals. I think it was a blindside block or some kind of helmet to helmet.
Helmet to helmet. It looked like he had done the helmet to helmet signal.
So it was a gain of 18. The first down markers will not change, so it backs them up 15 yards. It now becomes 1st and 7. at the Patriot 45-yard line. 1st and 7, Knott Central at their own 45 after a 15-yard personal foul penalty. Shotgun snap to Napier, lets it go, fires it incomplete, intended on the far side to Dawson Hall.
Well, that ball had some heat on it right there. It looked like it might have been deflected by a Floyd Central defender as well, but sets up another second down situation here for Knott Central, and we've seen the passing game 0 for 2 so far. One thing they have been successful at is running the ball, especially with Gibson. If you're Coach Mullins, you definitely want to get back to that.
2nd and 7 at the Knott Central 45. Napier fakes the pitch to Gibson. He's going to have to run with it. It's a broken play.
Yeah.
Napier tackled for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage. The ball came out. And I think they're going to rule Napier down by contact back at the original line of scrimmage at the 42-yard line.
That was definitely a busted play. Napier really didn't know what to do with it, as both of the options he had to throw or pitch it or hand it off to were gone. And Gibson tried to be a lead blocker there, and Napier tried to get what he could and was very lucky that he was down because he did fumble the ball.
Well, it looked like it was a fake pitch to Gibson and a handoff to Bryson Everidge, but by the time Napier had faked the pitch, Everidge was already out blocking in the other direction. Nonetheless, a big stop for the Jaguar defense now brings up 3rd and 10 from the 42 with under a minute to play in the first. Shotgun snap's a good one. Gibson with the handoff around the right side. He's going to get the first down and then
more.
some. Across the Jaguar 45, spun out of bounds at the 40, right back to where we were before the penalty moments ago. Another gain of 18 yards and another Patriot first down. Make it 16. They say he stepped out just shy of the 40.
Got
Well,
just
you get
enough.
a big stop and then give up a big play.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot this season, unfortunately.
Clock stops at 44 seconds. A new set of downs for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at the Jaguar 42. Looking to capitalize after holding Floyd Central to a turnover on downs on their second offensive possession. Patriots lead it by 2, 8-6. Napier in shotgun again. Snaps a good one. Halfback draw to Gibson, and he's wrapped up by Watkins. Watkins couldn't get him, but Elijah Little comes in from behind and tackles him short of the 40 on a short gain of 2 on first down, brings up 2nd and long.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was a long delay on that draw play there before it was handed off to the running back, and I think it really gave Floyd Central defenders plenty of time to get to the runner. Sets up a 2nd down and maybe be the last play of the quarter here.
Clock down to 13 seconds. The play clock at 20, so the Patriots do not have to run a play.
I think they're just going to run it out.
And they're not going to run a play. After one quarter, Knott Central 8, Floyd Central 6. Class 2A District 7 back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Hey, are you stuck with a carrier that doesn't get you? Yeah, we get it. So at Appalachian Wireless, switching is easy and way more rewarding. With our promotions, you can port your number, grab incredible savings, and enjoy a service that feels a little bit more like home. Plus, we've got the latest devices and a team that's here just for you. So why settle? Visit us online or stop by one of our many retail locations today to see why we're the region's best network. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
8-6 to start the second quarter here at Very Athletic Complex. Knott Central with the lead and the football as we flip fields at the Floyd Central 41-yard line. 2nd and 9. Napier turns, gives it to Gibson. Stopped at the line of scrimmage, but spins out of it across the 40 and will pick up a couple of yards. We'll give him 3 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 6.
But here we go yet again, another 3rd down, and we've seen the success really both teams have had so far, but this is a more manageable 3rd down than what Knott's had the last couple of possessions, but they got a 3rd and 6. See if Floyd Central defense can make a big stop here.
3rd and 6 Patriots at the Floyd Central 38-yard line. 11:25 to play, just getting the second quarter underway. Shotgun snap to Napier, gives it to Gibson. He's going to be tripped up at the 35-yard line, a couple of yards short of the first down marker. Big play that time by Caleb Watkins, and Ashton Maynard in there on the tackle brings up a 4th and 3 from the 35.
We've called Maynard's name a few times this season for Floyd Central, sort of like an edge rusher. Comes off that edge and made some big plays this season and was in to help on that stop. So obviously I figured Knott Central would try to go for it here, especially being in plus territory here on this 4th and short. This could be a big momentum swing right here if Floyd Central can get a stop.
Pistol formation for Napier. 2 receivers to the right.
Trying to draw him off sides, looks like, too.
Looks back to the sideline to Coach Mullins. Play clock down to 10 seconds. There's the shotgun snap. Turns, gives it to Gibson. He's going to get the first down across the 20.
And a lot more.
Across the 15. And he's going to be tripped up at the 10-yard line of Floyd Central. A big gain of 25 yards on 4th and 3 for Shane Gibson. And the Patriots have the ball in the Floyd Central goal to go. All right, mark him at the 11. Excuse me.
That would have been a perfect opportunity right there if you're Floyd Central to get the ball back on the offensive side, but Knott Central will keep this drive alive.
Shane Gibson, 11 carries, 129 yards with 10 minutes to play in the first half.
They had a big-time first quarter.
1st and 10, Patriots just outside the 10 at the 11 of Floyd Central. Napier, shotgun snap. It's going to be a quarterback draw across the 10 and tackled from behind at the 7. Looks like by Elijah Little was the guy that drug him down. So a gain of 4 brings up 2nd and 6 from the Floyd Central 7.
So just to pass along an update for Prestonsburg and Martin County, it's still 6-0. We're halfway through the second quarter already. Looks like Prestonsburg has had 2 red zone stops on the defensive side, but they really can't get nothing going offensively, so it's shaping up to be a good old-fashioned battle over there on the rock.
As much as those two teams like to run the football, that game might be over with by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
2nd and 6 from the 7 for the Patriots. Napier in shotgun. It's a good snap. Throws it in the left corner. It's up, and it's caught.
Got it. What
for
a catch.
Touchdown by Chance Ambergy all over Austin Meade. And Ambergy comes down with the football and the touchdown.
And just a beautiful throw. And, of course, Ambergy does have the height advantage on Meade, and he went up high to get it. Just a nice throw and catch there. Ambergy with a great touchdown for Knott Central. It looks like they will go for 2.
Another McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you know and trust or have known and trust for more than 30 years, McDowell Professional Pharmacy. Patriots going for 2, up by 8, 14-6. Snap is good for Napier, hands it off, and it's going to be good as running it in was Preston Shepard. Makes it a 2-score game at 16-6 in favor of Knott Central. 9:02 to play, second quarter. Jaguar football when we return on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Dee Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany. Hello, this is Joanna. Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail-order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Caleb Williamson on the kickoff return gets hit at the 36-yard line. Delivering the contact was Jace Ambergy. And the Jaguars will take over at their own 36. And Ambergy delivering the lumber. Williamson hanging on to the football First and 10 Jags at their own 37.
He got popped on that one. So we'll see what Floyd Central could do right here as they had some momentum on that. Of course, the opening drive, we've seen how great that was. Had some momentum in that second drive, but we had to turn over on down. So let's see if they can get back on the board here.
Not helping was that personal foul call. Shotgun snap. Mays going deep left side. He's got Buck, and it's picked off by Brody Short. At the Patriot 36, Buck tried to go up and play defensive back, but Short had excellent position and a turnover, the first of the night by the Jaguars on the great defensive play by Brody Short, his third pick of the season.
And we've seen the Short had one fall out of his hands earlier in this game, and he made up for it right there in a big way. A very athletic play as he went up high to get for it, and he won that battle with Buck, as we've seen Buck can win that battle a lot of times this season. But, again, just another costly turnover.
And this is where you've really got to kind of pin your ears back for the Jaguars. This can really snowball out of control quickly if you allow it to. Napier in shotgun, and a whistle before the snap. A couple of flags flying in from the far sideline. And illegal motion on the Patriots will back them up 5 yards, bringing up first and 15. You turned it over on downs, gave up a long drive, ending in a touchdown pass to fall down by 2 scores. Your first play, you throw an interception. And if you let it, it can really snowball in a hurry. And that's one of the things that Coach Hoskins has talked about going all the way back to the summer is things are going to go poorly. It happens with everybody in every facet of life. But it's fighting through it, and this is a pivotal drive for this Floyd Central defense, and we're just 8 minutes and 50 seconds here in the second quarter. First and 15, Knott Central. Napier looking to his left, throws it deep down the sideline. There's Ambergy again, and Meade is on him, and incomplete. A little tug on both sides, but the ball was well over the head of Ambergy.
Yeah, that was uncatchable, and you've seen Ambergy lobbying for a PI call there, but there was no way. And again, here we are, second down, and that the penalty for Knott Central pushed them back 5 yards. Another second and long situation for Knott Central and Floyd Central. This defense really has to get some stops because we've seen what Knott Central can do, especially in these long situations. Just hand it off to Gibson, and he's been able to get plenty of yards here in this first half.
The Patriots are averaging 192 rushing yards a game. They're at 130. Handoff goes to Jace Amberg. He gets across the 35, still on his feet, gets across the 40, up to the 41-yard line. That's a gain of 10 on 2nd and 15.
And you talk about Gibson and what he's able to do.
That's Preston Shepard, excuse me.
Preston Shepard, you bring a hoss like that in, man, and he was able to carry multiple defenders to get extra yards and sets up a more manageable third down here for Knott Central.
Third and 5 from the Patriot 41. Napier under center with a heavy backfield. One receiver each way. Turns, left side, it's going to go. It's the handoff, and still churning his feet. Gets the near. He's going to be stopped short of a first down. That was Isaiah Wilkinson. On 3rd and 5, he might be a hair short. They gave him an extra half yard, and they're going to measure.
And that was a great effort there by Shepard to try to get that first down. And, I mean, by the looks of it up here, it's going to be just a tad short. They're bringing out the chain gang to see exactly where the spot will be.
The line to gain is the 46, and it is enough for a first down.
And that was just a great second effort and maybe a little gracious spotting there by the ref.
Those last two plays, though, those last two runs by Shepard and Wilkinson, both times have been wrapped up after a short gain of 2 and still able to get big yardage. That last one enough for a first down to move the sticks.
And we've just seen we talked about it earlier this season. It seems to be a big problem still, just the tackling for Floyd Central.
First and 10 Patriots at their own 46-yard line. Napier turns, gives it to Wilkinson, and he's brought down at the Jaguar 45, a gain of 9, brings up 2nd and 1.
Approaching halftime at Martin County, about 4.5 minutes to go. Pressburg now up 14-0.
Betsy Lane also leading a high-scoring affair against the Hawks at home, 20-16, still in the first quarter.
Wow.
This one looked like it would go that way.
That's what we were
Each
thinking.
team coming up with a couple of stops. Patriots driving, 7 minutes to play in the second quarter, up by 10, 16-6. 2nd and 1 at the Jaguar 45. Shotgun snap to Napier is a good one. Looking across the middle, going deep. And he's got Ambergy right through his hands at the 10. He had a step and a half on Meade, and it goes right through the fingertips of Ambergy, incomplete.
Man, he had him. I mean, and Ambergy, it's one of those things where I've always heard, you touch it, you catch it. And he had it. I mean, it went right through his hands.
That's what I tell my 7-year-olds. If it hits you in the hands, you should catch it.
That was a big-time opportunity missed right there by Knott Central. Interesting play call, though, especially on 2nd and 1. Sets up a 3rd and 1 now to go deep. And with the way the running game's been is.
Well, you're averaging 9.5 yards a carry. You can probably afford to take a shot on 2nd and short. Give the ball back to Wilkinson. He's brought down in the backfield for a big loss on the play. First man there was Daniel Swiger, the sophomore. I say big loss. They only put him back 2 yards. That's a favorable spot for the Patriots. I thought it was a lot closer to the 50 than that. It's going to be 4th and 3 at the Jaguar 47.
And you know, Knott Central, with the way their offense is rolling here in this first half, they are definitely going to go for it.
4th and 3. Patriots at the Jaguar 47. 6:15 to play first half. Snap to Napier. Turns, gives it to Shepard. He's got the first down. Spun around and down at the 40. A gain of 7. And another first down run for the Patriots. Their 7th.
And he just hit that open gap quick. Was able to get that first down and keep the drive alive. And it's one of those things you got to think about Floyd Central's defense. I mean, it's just they've struggled all season, but now they've been on the field for a while too, so they're starting to get a little gassed.
And that also is going to take its toll on the offensive side too, because you have a lot of those guys playing both ways. 1st and 10 Patriots at the Jaguar 40. Up by 10 and driving. Napier, shotgun snap, turns, gives it to Shepard. He's hit at the line of scrimmage and still moving the pile.
Everybody's
I'm surprised
in there.
they've let it go this long.
My goodness.
And he's going to be pushed 6 yards up to the 34-yard line. Make it the 35. I'm surprised they'd let it go that long because usually you have a quick whistle to avoid any type of, contact or injury, but
there was just, I think, to make it sound easier, there may have been like 2 or 3 players that wasn't in that.
I thought I even saw Shepard get lifted above the ground.
I think that's what I was getting to say.
I
think he may have been off the ground, but that was unreal.
2nd and 5 now from the Floyd Central 35. Napier drops back to pass over the middle.
Nice.
He's got a slant route. It's caught and brought down at the 15-yard line was Michael Gibson. A gain of 20 brings up another first down in the red zone.
And that was just a nice, simple slant route right there, ran by Knott Central, and a great find by Napier to keep this drive going. And they've had the ball for a while on this drive, like we'd mentioned, just wearing that Floyd Central defense down. And they're, again, knocking on the door for another potential touchdown.
Clock down to 4:20 here in the first half. Patriots up by 10, 16-6. And driving now inside the Floyd Central red zone, 1st and 10 at the 15. Napier under center. Turns, gives it to the first man through. That's Shepard. And Shepard's going to burrow his way into the end zone for a Knott Central touchdown.
And that was a very quick handoff right there. I think it kind of fooled the Floyd Central defense some there. And Shepard found a easy lane, got it in for the touchdown.
A McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you've known and trusted for 30 years in Floyd County. McDowell Professional Pharmacy. Parker settles on to attempt a PAT to increase this 16-point Knott Central lead. Snap is back, hold is down, and a flag.
False start.
And a false start against the Patriots will back them up 5.
The one time they try to go for an extra point.
We didn't call Preston Shepard's name the entire first quarter, and all he's done the second quarter is average 9 yards a carry.
I'll tell you what, he was the focal point on this drive as well. And they did what they tried to do for Meade in the first quarter with Floyd Central.
Kick by Settles is up and right down the middle. Knott Central 23, Floyd Central 6. Big drive coming for the Jags with 4 minutes to play in the first half. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
A great opening drive ending in a touchdown for the Jaguars with 8:17 to play in the first quarter. It's been 23 unanswered points for the Patriots. Squib kick is fallen on at the 45-yard line by Floyd Central, and that is where the Jaguars will take over with 4:04 to play here in the first half, down 23-6 to the Patriots.
And this is going to be the opportunity right here, especially before halftime. And with Knott Central getting the ball to start the second half, they're going to have to get some points on the board right here if they want to have any shot of staying in this game. And you talked about it earlier, especially on that last Knott Central drive. This has the chances of getting ugly quick if you're Floyd Central. So offensively, we've seen what they've done on that opening drive, and that momentum was halted with that interception on the first play of the last drive. So they got to get something going here.
3 receivers to the left for Mays and shotgun. Turns, gives it to Bailey Evans. Gets across the 50, does the junior Evans, up to the Knott Central 49. A big pickup of 6 on first down for Evans. Good to see him back. Came back a couple of weeks ago after a hamstring injury.
Yeah, I know that's hampered him most of all the season. And so, like you said, good to see him back on the field now. And I know their running attack has been gashed with injuries with him, and then Ethan Curry out for the season as well with an injury. So just another added bonus to have Evans back to try to take that lesser load off of Meade.
Missed several games and is still the team's leading rusher. 3:20 to play first half. 2nd and 4 Jaguars just across midfield. Mays, high snap and shotgun, hands it off to Evans around the left side. He's going to cut it to the outside, gets the first down across the 45 and brought down at the 41-yard line. A big pickup of 5 yards. And a first down for the Jags at the Patriot 41.
It's a big-time play right there by Evans, getting some quality snaps in here. And Floyd Central moving the ball well here on this drive. They want to try to cap it off with some points.
Clock down to 3 minutes. The Jaguars have all 3 timeouts. Patriots will receive the second half kickoff. Shotgun formation for Mays. 2 receivers each way. Evans still in the backfield. Snaps a good one, rolling to his right. He's got Cotton in the flat. Across the 35, first down across the 30. Lowers his shoulder, out of bounds, near the 20. To the Patriot 18-yard line. That's a pickup of 13 yards on first down. There's going to be 23 yards. And a big gain on first down for Cotton.
And that was just a nice little out route right there by Cotton and wide open. And that was a great read and find by Mays to keep this drive going. And they've gained quite a few yards just on 3 plays.
Mays had misfired on his previous 4 attempts before that completion. Rolling out now to his left out of shotgun. Mays sets his feet, fires deep. He's got Meade just out of his outstretched arms. There in coverage was Brody Short, as well as Mason Ambergy for the Patriots. Brings up 2nd and 10 inside the Patriot 20.
I couldn't tell if it was Short or Ambergy for Knott Central was in the back of the end zone, extended their arms to try to get another interception, but it went right through their hands. But so another opportunity here for Floyd Central.
I'll tell you what, Mays, I'm sure, saw that Meade had a step because he had a couple of steps on Mason Ambergy. But that closing speed from Short from the cornerback position was excellent. I mean, because Meade had space. A little too much air under the football allowed Short to almost get another interception.
And he's had a great game so far in this first half for that Knott Central secondary.
Clock down to 2:14. Mays rolling to his left. Avoids one defender. Still on his feet. Scrambling to his right in the flat. He's got Evans, catches it at the 15-yard line, and all of that's going to be a short gain of 3, and we've got a couple of flags flying in after the play.
Yeah, for even Mace to get out of that was pretty impressive, and then just kind of threw it up to Evans, but we had a little bit of extracurricular activity after the play was over.
Jaguars are walking backwards. And listen, the 2 drives ago, the one that ended on turnover on downs, was halted because of a personal foul penalty.
Well, you've seen right there
and there's another one. Personal foul against the Jaguars will back him up 15 yards. Look, you have a turnover, but you've taken good care of the football. You've driven the football down the field, and you keep shooting yourself in the foot. If it's not one thing, it's another. And this is the 9th game of the season.
I mean, yeah, you're exactly right. If it's not turnovers, it's penalties.
It's now 2nd and McDowell.
There you go.
From the Patriot 32-yard line. The line to gain is the Knott Central 8. Mays rolling to his left. Throws on the run and well short of Buck at the 15. Had plenty of time to set his feet. Decided to throw that one across his body running to his left, and was going to skip about 5 yards short.
And like you said, I mean, that offensive line, even though he rolled out and tried to extend the play, he had plenty of time to get his feet set. I know he's a young quarterback, and he'll get that figured out, with time. But, I mean, that was a great play. Buck was wide open, and he had plenty of time to get it set and get it to him accurately, but just wasn't able to.
3rd and 25 for Floyd Central. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. An extremely promising drive, again, just blown up because of a personal foul penalty. The second of the first half against the Jaguars, and drive killers.
Yeah.
You've got to think now you have 2 plays to get 25 yards. Mays drops back, clean snap. There's a hold. Fires it downfield. He's got Buck, and it's batted away by Short. Again, Buck had position. The throw maybe a little bit too much air under it. And Short made a great play on the football to just bat it down. He probably could have picked it up, but he went in like a volleyball player with 2 hands and just swatted it straight to the ground.
Yeah, and just that, like you said, you mentioned the closing speed there earlier, and Short had to make up on that play right there to deflect the pass. Just another great defensive play by Short, and it looks, obviously got to go for it.
4th and 25 from the Patriot 33-yard line. 1:54 to play in the first half. Knott Central does have all 3 of its timeouts as well. 3 receivers to the left for Mays. It's a receiver screen to Buck, and it's nearly blown up. He escapes a tackle. Elijah Little whiffed on a block, and the Patriots are going to stop Buck well short. It's going to be a gain of 2 yards on 4th and 25, and the Patriots take over at its own 32-yard line.
Listen, Josh, I mean, I know they've had success running that play in the first half so far, but when it's 4th and 25, you got to think a little deeper. But
I think they were hoping that would just kind of be the equivalent of a punt.
And we've seen the success they've had on that type of play during the season on that little screen, but Knott Central defense, they were playing very physical style tonight.
3 timeouts for the Patriots. 1st and 10 at their own 32. 1:45 to play. in the first half. Napier scrambling out of the pocket, gets across the 35. He's going to pick up the first down and will slide out of bounds at the Patriot 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards, 12 yards out of bounds at the 44.
It seemed like he ran about 25 just to get that 12 right there. He was all over the place, and there wasn't a Floyd Central even close to him until after he picked up enough yards to get the first down to keep the drive alive.
Clock continues to roll down to 1:27. Again, the Patriots will get the ball to start the second half, trying to score to close out the first half. They've scored 23 unanswered points after the Jaguars scored first to go up 6-0. Napier in shotgun. Gives it to the handoff in the backfield. And picking up the first down and more is Dawson Hall, brought down at the Jaguar 39. That's going to be a pickup of 17 yards. But there is a flag on the play. We'll see if it stands. Holding against the Patriots, and we'll back it up from the spot of the foul. So looks like he'll be credited with about 15 of those 17 yards, and it'll remain first down.
I mean, I know if you're not Central, you want to try to get more points on the board before halftime, but your comfortable lead, I mean, penalties aren't going to hurt you that bad.
Shotgun snap for Napier. Rolling to his right, fires. He's got Michael Gibson at the 45. It's enough for a first down. They'll move the sticks in Jaguar territory. A pickup of 7 and the first charge timeout for Knott Central. This timeout on the field brought to you by Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. Pharmacist Valerie Akers and Shannon Turner will always answer any questions you have about your health care. Take time out for your health care and visit Parkview Pharmacy at Minnie. 50 seconds to play, first half. Knott Central on top, 23-6 on the Jaguars. They've got 2 timeouts to the Patriots. 1st and 10 coming at the 45. And it's tall sledding because of the defense anyway. But if you can somehow get a stop and go into the locker room with some momentum and some confidence, it could go a long way. But we've also seen the big plays that Floyd Central has given up at any given moment throughout the season.
And they've been kind of gashed tonight by both the run and the pass. So we've seen what this Knott Central offense can do in both ways, running and passing. And, with 50 seconds left, plenty of time for them to be able to get more points in the end zone. But I agree, if they can get a stop here going into half, I know if Knott Central gets the ball back to start the second half, but maybe try to get a little bit of momentum going into the third. 2
receivers each way for Napier and shotgun. 1st and 10 at the Jaguar 45. Clean pocket, throws it deep over the middle, and it's nearly picked off by Austin Mead. Incomplete. Gibson also there on the back end of it. Nice read by Mead playing center field. Pass falls incomplete, brings up 2nd and 10.
And I think it was one of those situations where roles were reversed. Gibson turned into a defender because Mead had a good beat on that to try to get an interception, but nevertheless a great breakup there by Mead to set up a second down for the Patriots.
Coming up at the half, your halftime report brought to you by Douglas Ray Hall. Also, this date in Floyd County football history. We'll go back to, I forgot the year. It's all right. 1970.
Yeah, I was there for that one, too. If I was there in 1947, I'll be there in 72, so we're good.
4 receivers to the left for Napier out of shotgun. Looking to his left. Goes looking over the middle, and he's going to be sacked back at the 5th at the 49. Nick Hall, Ashton Maynard, Caleb Watkins there on the play. A loss of 4, and the clock continues to roll.
And I think
now we get a timeout called by Randall Mullins and the Patriots.
So a nice defensive effort there by Floyd Central as Napier was trying to look for another deep pass downfield and didn't have any options and decided to keep it. And nice close in there by the defensive line to get a sack. So at a 3rd and long situation here, but we've seen it so many times before, Josh, teams being in this situation against this Floyd Central defense, and they will pick up, well, if not enough yards or more than enough yards to pick up a first down. But Knott Central now limited to 1 timeout, but we'll see what they can do.
Score update from Perry County. Number 5 Pikeville leads number 7 Hazard 10-6 at halftime.
Low scoring game.
Betsy Lane still on top of Pike Central 26-16 in the second quarter.
And we got an update from Inez. Halftime right now. Prestonsburg leads 14-6. Martin County was able to get on the board right there before halftime.
Number 9 Ashland Blazer visiting number 2 Johnson Central tonight as well.
Big time game.
Up there in Paintsville. 3rd and 13, 3rd and 14 for the Patriots. 27 seconds to play just across midfield after the big sack by the Jaguar defense. Napier in shotgun, steps back, stepping up in the pocket, breaks a tackle. He's going to scramble, gets across the 40, and will run out of bounds. And there's a flag, a late flag, as Napier got into the Floyd Central sideline.
Are they going to?
And are they going to assess it to the sideline?
Maybe sideline interference. There's what I'm thinking.
Another personal foul.
Wow.
So it's a first down run to the 35.
But then you're going to tack that yardage on.
And then 15 yards. They're going to put it up to the 20. So it's a 14-yard scramble by Connor Napier.
Oh, wow.
And then the third personal foul penalty against the Jaguars in the first half sets the Patriots up 1st and 10 from the 20 with 20 seconds to play in the first half.
So I don't think there was anything extracurricular. Was it an interference on the sideline?
Well, I know there's you have to be so far back.
They were.
That's where the black is.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it was. But the flag came out immediately, so it must have occurred. Napier in shotgun, stepping up. He drops the football, picks it right back up on the bounce. Scrambles across the 20 and will get out of bounds at the 15. A scramble for 5, and the clock stops at 12 seconds.
I mean,
what a backbreaker this would be for the Jaguars to go into the half. You have in excess of 50 yards and penalties.
And you made a great play right there on that sack just a few plays ago, and then give up the first down on a QB scramble, and then tack on 15 more for another bad penalty. And Non-Central's in great territory, still with 12 seconds and a timeout left.
2nd and 5 from the Jaguar 15 for the Patriots. 12 seconds to play in the half. Napier on the handoff is going to give it to Amberg. He stopped back at the line of scrimmage, and a final timeout called by the Patriots. Excuse me, that was Isaiah Wilkinson. Stop for no gain on the play. Patriots call their final timeout with 6.9 seconds on the clock.
Sort of an interesting play call there by Knott Central. I don't know if they were trying to catch Floyd Central off guard with the run, but they did not. So have to burn that final timeout, and it'll be one shot at the end zone unless there is a penalty, and we never know. There might be on this Floyd Central team the way they played this first half with several of them. So this is a pivotal play heading into halftime. We talked about it. Floyd Central trying to get one last stand, get a little bit of momentum going into half to not give up any points. And Knott Central, if you're the Patriots, you wanted to keep pouring it on right now, scoring the last 23 unanswered.
No timeouts for the Patriots. The Jaguars looking to squeak by into the locker room. Only down 17. A big stop was aided by a 15-yard personal foul on the sideline. 7 seconds to play. Patriots 2nd and 5 from the 15. Napier with the man in motion. 3 receivers to the right. Shotgun snap's a good one. He's going to the corner, and it's picked off by Austin Mead. And Mead racing down the left sideline, gets a big block by Little. Mead,
can he go?
Could he return it? And is going to be tackled from behind at the 32-yard line of the Patriots. Boy, what a boost that would have been heading into halftime. But nonetheless, it's a big one. Mead, the interception in the end zone. Nearly broke it 100 yards for the pick six.
And right at the end of that play, it looked like he got took down by a horse collar tackle. Going out of bounds.
I think that's what Hoskins is kind of standing there looking at.
No flag, but it looked like it was a horse collar.
So the Jaguars do get the defensive stop going into the locker room. They trail 23-6. Patriots will get the football to begin the second half. 23-6, the Patriots lead the Jaguars at the break. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back with your halftime report. It's high school football on FM 100 Sports.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at HesterbergLaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations, keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
It's fall, y'all, and are you ready to fall into some incredible savings with the region's best network, Appalachian Wireless? Come shop the latest devices at prices you'll love and see how our team can better serve you with plans and promotions that are made just for you. Whether you're upgrading, switching, or just looking for the best service, Appalachian Wireless has you covered. So what are you waiting for? Visit us on the web or stop by one of our many retail locations and take advantage of these amazing fall deals. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. But behind every athlete, there's a team. But it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Back here at Varia Athletic Complex behind Floyd Central High School, where at halftime the host Jaguars trail the Knott County Central Patriots by a score of 23-6. Time now for your halftime report, brought to you by Floyd County Circuit Court Clerk Douglas Ray Hall, who wishes all Floyd County student athletes nothing but the best success during the fall sports season of the volleyball regional tournament getting underway next Monday night at Paintsville High School. Of course, Betsy Lane and Floyd Central participating in that. You've got Prestonsburg boys soccer in the state quarterfinals, awesome. hosting Covington Catholic tomorrow. And by my research, I looked earlier, I did not find, going back as far as I could to 2000, I could not find a 15th region boys team that has played in the state semifinals. So Prestonsburg and looking to advance to the state semis, hosting Covington Catholic tomorrow afternoon up at Stonecrest. Best of luck to the Black Cats.
No doubt.
As well, of course, you've got the volleyball next week too, and basketball starting here in a couple of weeks. But right now, for football, the Patriots leading the Jaguars 23-6 at the half. Some first half statistics for the Jaguars. Keetron Mays, 10 of 20 passing for an even 100 yards. No touchdowns. He does have a pick. Those completions, 5 have gone to Wesley Buck for 41 yards, 2 to Damian Cotton for 38, 1 to Caleb Williamson for 11, 1 to Austin Meade for 7, and 1 there towards the end of the half to Bailey Evans for 3. Running the football, the Jaguars 10 rushes for 57 yards and a score. Austin Meade, your leading rusher, 7 carries for 45 yards. Bailey Evans, 2 carries for 11. And Caden Goins, 1 carry for 1 yard and a touchdown. The Jaguars have 8 first downs, and that costly turnover, the interception thrown by Mays, picked off by Brody Short. For the Patriots, Connor Napier, 3 of 7, 34 yards and a touchdown. 2 of those completions went to Michael Gibson for 27 yards. The other to Chance Ambergy for 7 yards. That was your touchdown toss. Running the football, the Patriots 26 carries, 211 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The leading rusher in the game, Shane Gibson, we didn't call his name very much in that second quarter. He had 11 carries, 129 in the first half for 1 touchdown. You also had Preston Shepard, 4 carries for 37 yards and a touchdown. Connor Napier, 6 carries for 28 yards. Isaiah Wilkinson, 4 carries for 12. Dawson Hall, 1 carry for 5 yards. 11 first downs for the Patriots, and they did not commit a turnover in the first half. Steve, it's kind of been a similar script to what we've seen the Jaguars a lot this year, where they move the football and they just kind of trip over themselves.
Yeah, and it's, especially off that first drive, man, they were just accurate on everything. They were humming. They went into the end zone. They got a touchdown, big man touchdown. You love to see that. And then, of course, Knott Central came down and scored right back, their first possession. And you figured maybe that first drive could have been something Floyd Central could build off of, and it just didn't happen. We seen it a couple weeks ago against Pressburg. It was turnovers, but of course the first play of one of their drives in the second quarter, Mays threw the interception. It seems like after that it just completely fell apart. Just crucial. Whichever penalty is costly, but some of the ones they've had in that second quarter with those personal fouls, just tacking on extra yardage after big Knott Central plays, and it just killed them. It just really dampened them. And luckily, they were able to get the interception to end the first half, and Meade nearly returned it all the way. But at least they had that going for them. But Knott Central gets the ball right back to start the third quarter, so it's going to be tough for that Floyd Central defense to come back out and try to get another stop.
It's youth night here at Very Athletic Complex at halftime. They are looking at the middle school programs. Of course, the A and B teams finishing runner-up in Floyd County. Earlier this week, they also recognized the flag football teams. Great to see that get started back up here on the hill at Floyd Central.
That's what it takes. That's what it takes if you want a positive culture. You got to start with these young guys and bring them up and let them know that what it's going to take when they get to the high school level. So great to see they've got a flag football program started up here and some success, with the A and B middle school teams as well.
23-6 your halftime score. Knott Central on top of Floyd Central. When we come back, we'll take a look at some area scores from around the region, as well as take a trip back in time to October 24th, 1970. That's coming up in 2 minutes on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Dee Dee Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard. When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Joanna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail-order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family. Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the Bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2300. 2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
23-6, your halftime score here at Floyd Central. The host Jaguars trailing the Knott Central Patriots in this Class 2A District 7 battle. A Jaguar win would force a three-way tie with them, the Patriots, and Leslie County, and then you would get into the RPI where that would not become final until after next week because RPI includes your opponents and their winning percentage and your opponent's winning percentage. And anyway, the Jaguars still have an outside shot at the playoffs, but they've got to take care of business in the second half. Down 17 to start the third quarter as we are here at the break. Some other scores around the areas of interest in the second quarter still. Betsy Lane leads Pike Central 33-24. That game not yet at the half. The Bobcats in a similar situation as Floyd Central where they need a win to force a tiebreaker in Class 2A District 8. The Bobcats lead the Hawks 33-24. In the third quarter in Martin County, Prestonsburg on top of the Cardinals 14-6.
Defensive battle.
In a slobber knocker up in Inez at the Rock. The 8th-ranked Blackcats and the 10th-ranked Cardinals, Prestonsburg on top 14-6. At the half in Belfry, number 5 Belfry in that 2A District 8 championship game, the Pirates all over Shelby Valley at the break, 41-0. Another running clock there for the 5th-ranked Belfry Pirates. Halftime in Perry County, number 5 Pikeville leads number 7 Hazard 10-6. That game to decide the Class A District 8 championship. And also in Johnson County, the Class 4A District 6, number 2 Johnson Central passed by Boyle County and RPI this week. The second-ranked Golden Eagles, no problem with number 9 Ashland Blazer, 21-0. Let's go back in time a couple of years ago, October 24th, 1970, in Letcher County. The Wheelwright Trojans knocked off the Jenkins Cavaliers 40-14. A big performance across the board for a couple of Trojans. Kenny Armour, Johnny Parker, Jackie Watson, each with 2 touchdowns apiece for the Wheelwright Trojans, who beat the Cavaliers 40-14. And that win over Jenkins clinched the district championship for Wheelwright, the Class A district championship. They would go on to finish the regular season 9-1, the most wins in a single season in Wheelwright football history.
That is
Their
awesome.
only loss came to Prestonsburg, 22-6.
Probably could have left that last part out there. And I know,
hey, listen, it's just facts, buddy.
Hey, there you go. Hey, you got to state the facts. And I know my main man Keith Smallwood will appreciate that. Bring back some Wheelwright football.
But the Trojans would go on to lose in the postseason 34-6 to a team that would be a thorn in South Floyd's side about 20-odd years later, the Lynn Camp Wildcats. That was a team that South Floyd ran into several times in the early 2000s, and they ran into them in 1970 in the playoffs. The Trojans lost that one 34-6. But on this date, Wheelwright clinched the Class A district championship 40-14 over Jenkins. Kenny Armour, Johnny Parker, and Jackie Watson, each with 2 touchdowns apiece in the win over the Cavaliers. It's 23-6 here at Floyd Central. Patriots of Knott County Central on top of the Jaguars. We'll take one more break and be back in 2 minutes with third quarter action. It's high school football on FM 100 Sports.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. But behind every athlete, there's a team. But it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at hesterberglaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Halftime here at Floyd Central. The Jaguars trailing Knott County Central 23-6. You've been listening to your halftime report brought to you by Floyd County Circuit Court Clerk Douglas Ray Hall. Jaguars to kick off to start the second half to the Patriots, who were trying to get some extra points on the board before the break, before throwing an interception and picked off in the end zone by Austin Meade, who's had a really good ball game tonight and nearly returned it 100 yards. He got about 68 yards before getting tackled from behind. And the stop is big enough because you're already down 3 scores. You don't want to go down 4 or an extra one. You start on defense, and you made some big plays, but much like we saw a couple weeks ago at Prestonsburg, twice has the offense got the ball inside the red zone and has been backed up by a personal foul call. You've extended that last drive of the Patriots because of a personal foul call. You have had a turnover. I mean, Knott Central scored off of it, but it was kind of deep in the Knott Central territory, so I don't know if it was a huge turnover. But you end the first half getting a defensive stop, and I think, all things considered, that's about as best case as you can get as we get set to start this third quarter.
I think the only way the turnover was huge, it just you could tell it definitely a lot of frustration set in for Floyd Central, and they just had some bad penalties. And if there's a silver lining, I know there's no such thing as moral victories when it comes to coaches at any sport, but you did get the big stop. But here we go again. You got to kick it off to start the third quarter. Defense may be a little bit arrested now, but we've seen what this Knott Central offense can do.
TJ Jewell to kick the ball. Third quarter action brought to you by Appalachian Wireless. And it's fielded and downed at the Knott Central 45. Falling on top of it for the Patriots was Mason Burnett. And the Patriots will take over 1st and 10 on their side of midfield.
Got a lot of Knott Central Patriot fans on the Facebook Live tonight. Kimberly Johnson Gayhart, thank you for tuning in. And then Lakeisha and Anthony Reed as well. Let's go Patriots. So thank you all for tuning in here on our Facebook live stream.
Javian Staniford says, go Jags from Paintsville.
From Paintsville, okay.
Of course, that was the former stop of head coach Trevor Hoskins the last couple of years before coming to Beaver Creek this season. 1st and 10, Knott Central at their own 45-yard line. I formation, Napier under center. Turns, going to give it to Shane Gibson. bounces it to the outside, and it's going to be a short gain. Nice job by the Jaguars to string it outside and tackle him after a 3-yard gain up to the 48.
And like you said, we didn't call his name much in that second quarter. He had a big-time first quarter, so I don't know what it was that was holding him out. But, and you know, Floyd Central probably didn't want to have to see him come back in, as he had a big-time first half and a nice pickup there for the Patriots.
Brings up 2nd and 7. And that's what Knott Central can kind of afford to do now is do what they've done, run the football. You have the clock on your side. Heavy set for the Patriots again. Napier turns, gives it to Preston Shepard. He's going to be brought down at the 50. He might have got across the 50 to the 49, but it's another short gain. Good job that time by Caleb Watkins. He basically just played piggyback with him and drug him to the ground after another gain, or a short gain of 2.
Watkins has had a nice game tonight. Several tackles, been in on several plays on the defensive side. He's going to get a well-deserved break here on this 3rd down.
3rd and about 4.5, just across midfield at the Floyd Central 49. First possession of the second half for the Patriots. Napier under center. Turns, and it's a fumble. And it's picked up by Cannon Rowe. Rowe tackled from behind at the Patriot 45, and a big turn of events.
That's what you need right there.
We called his name a couple of weeks ago at Prestonsburg, the freshman. He's come on late at the running back position, seeing his playing time increased, and he falls on the Knott Central fumble and a big turnover. The 3rd takeaway of the season for this 4th takeaway of the season. Still, that's not a whole lot.
Well,
that's what I was getting at.
Give him a little credit now. But hey, Josh, that was a huge play right there. That's exactly what they needed. Let's see what this offense can do in plus territory.
3 receivers to the right for Mays and shotgun. Bailey Evans back there with him in the backfield. You've got Damian Cotton split wide out to the left. Play clock down to 10 seconds. Snaps a good one. Handoff goes to Evans. Gets it across the line of scrimmage and not much more. Maybe a gain of a yard for Bailey Evans.
Just the defensive line for Knott Central won that battle, as they were able to contain Evans to barely anything, if nothing at all, setting up this 2nd down.
They're going to give him a gain of 0 on the play. Yeah, Knott Central, that defensive line really clogged up the middle there for Evans. Couldn't go anywhere. 2nd and 10 Jaguars at the Patriot 45-yard line. Trying to capitalize on the first takeaway of the night. Mays rolls to his left. He's got Evans at the 45. Makes a man miss, gets across the 40, and is spun out of bounds, shy of the 35, and a flag on the play.
I think it might have been Meade on the catch there.
Was it? It was Meade. You're right. It's a gain of 8.
And I think they're going to tack on another few more yards, with the personal foul on Knott Central. So a big break there for Floyd Central as they got positive yardage plus the penalty yards tacked on. So they're going to be moving up, further on up.
There's a pickup of 8 on 2nd and 10 from Mays to Austin Meade. And they'll move the ball up and spot it at the Knott Central 22. That's a couple times where Mays has rolled one way, reversed it back to the other side, and had the running back wide open. 2 receivers each way. Cotton goes in motion left to right. Mays rolling to his right. Trying to find Cotton. Throws it to the second man through. That's Buck. Makes a man miss at the 20. Still on his feet. Buck. And is going to get into the end zone for the Jaguar touchdown.
Nice effort right there at the last second by Buck to get into the end zone. A huge play, and that's exactly what you need if you're Floyd Central, causing a big-time turnover on defense and capitalizing on the offensive side.
He had Cotton on the short route, had Buck on the medium route about 5 yards deeper, and Mays found Buck for the McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown from 22 yards out. And the Jags are going to go for the 2-point conversion. Cotton goes in motion again. Mays rolling to his right, up over the middle, and it's picked off at the goal line by the Patriots. 2-point conversion, no good. 23-12, the Jaguars convert the turnover into points. They trail by 11. 9:31 to play in the third quarter. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations. Keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
23-12, the Jaguars getting the fumble and converting it into points. They trail now by 11, 9:31 to play. TJ Jewell, the squib kick, and it goes 10 yards, but I don't think the Jaguars were able to fall on top of it. They were not, as Knott Central's Payson Dials fell on top, and it barely went 10, but it went 10. And Dials heads up to fall on top of it. The second it crossed the 50-yard line.
It took a while to get 10, but it was very close. Floyd Central had a couple of guys, but, of course, you have to wait until it goes to 10 yards. But Knott Central had a guy right there. So, let's see if Floyd Central can capitalize even more on that turnover last drive. And this defense is really starting to come along.
Pistol formation. Napier turns, gives it to Gibson. He gets across the 50, brought down at the Floyd Central 48. A short gain of 3 brings up 2nd and 7 after the short run by Gibson.
You got to really think about Knott Central here, what their mindset is after having a great first half offensively and then turning the ball over on that first opening drive here in this third quarter. Are they going to try to run the ball some more? Or are they going to try to pass it now, as they've had some success passing as well? Just have to wait and see what they can do here.
Napier in the pistol again, fullback on his hip. Turns, the pitch goes left side to Gibson, and he gets by one tackler and is going to be shoved out of bounds barely just across the 45 up to the 44. So it's going to be another gain of about 4 yards, brings up 3rd and 3. And he was hit for a short gain on the far side by Charles Potter, but was able to kind of go through the contact and get an extra 2 yards.
He tried to spin away on the other far sideline from where we're at, and like I said, gained a few more extra yards. So another 3rd down here for this Floyd Central defense to see if they can lock in to try to get a stop. But you got to think this more than likely going to be 4-down territory if you're Knott Central.
2 receivers to the right, 1 split to the left, 2 backs in the backfield with Napier and shotgun. And a lot of movement, nothing called before the play, and it's going to be a loss. Wow. The handoff went to the fullback, the first man through, Zeke Hurley. Elijah Little, the first man there, Nick Hall, Carson Moore, all there to bring him down for a loss of 1.
Suplex City right there on that tackle. He brought him down with the, looked like the belly to back suplex, and that was a great stop right there by Floyd Central. Sets up a 4th down here for the Patriots, and would assume they're going to go for it. And I don't know if that was a busted play or if it was a gadget play, but did not work. Let's see if Floyd Central can get one more stop right here on this 4th down.
4th and 4, Patriots at the Jaguar 45. Snap. The pitch goes, and he's brought down on the Knott Central side of the 50 by Daniel Swiger.
What a play by Swiger. He sniffed that one out big time. And tell you what, this Floyd Central defense is live right now. They are jacked up on that sideline. They're ready to roll.
A loss of 8 on 4th and 4, and Daniel Swiger was unblocked through that offensive line. And the Jaguars take over in Knott Central territory at the 47-yard line. A big stop for the sophomore.
And, Josh, you said it best, man. Right before halftime, they got that pivotal stop that they needed, and they've gotten 2 in a row here in this third quarter. Now let's see if the offense can put it together, try to close the gap.
Buck and Williamson go wide to the right. Little at tight end. Cotton split wide to the left. The handoff goes to Meade. Up the middle, across the 40, near the first down marker, tripped up at the 37-yard line. We'll see where the spot is. It might be enough for a first down, and it is.
It might have been. Good way to start the drive if you're Floyd Central. On the move now. Try to close this 11-point Knott Central lead.
Moving the chains, Austin Meade. His second run of 10 or more yards. He's got 55 on the night on 8 carries. 1st and 10 Jags across the Patriot 40. Mays in shotgun. It's another handoff to the sophomore, and he runs into a couple of Patriots. That's Preston Shepard, as well as big defensive lineman Jace Ambergy.
Spoke a little too soon about Meade there.
That's going to be a loss of 2.
Yeah, of course, we called his name a lot on that opening drive for Floyd Central, and haven't called his name very much anymore, but he has still had a huge impact for this Floyd Central offense.
That's one of only just a couple of times that Knott Central line has really clogged up the middle, as Meade and Bailey Evans have both found a couple of holes to run through tonight. 7 minutes to play, third quarter. Jaguars driving down 11, 2nd and 11. Mays in shotgun, fakes the pitch to Meade. Looking deep over the middle. He's got Buck at the 25. It's a first down, and Buck's going to go all the way down to the 20. A big gain of 18 yards on 2nd and long from Keatron Mays to Wesley Buck.
Moving in the right direction. That was just a great read and a great catch there by Buck to keep this drive going. And Floyd Central, I'll tell you what, man, this is a mighty impressive drive right here as we approach the halfway point of the third.
And you can see the confidence level of every player on that sideline has just risen since that big play to end the half.
Especially on the defensive side. That defense has really, really stepped up huge.
1st and 10 Jaguars just outside the red zone at the Knott Central 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. Mays rolling to his left, looking to throw. He's got Buck. Catches it inside the 10 at the 6. Fighting for extra yards. He's going to be brought down at the 6-yard line for Buck. That's another big gain of 15 yards and a 1st and goal situation for the Jaguars.
That's something we've seen all season, Josh, with this offense, especially with Mays and Buck, that automatic connection. We've seen it several times. It sets up another 1st and goal situation here for Floyd Central.
And that time Mays was able to get his feet set, turn his body instead of trying to throw across it. Rolling to the left, that's tough for a right-handed quarterback to do, and fired a dart to Buck, who shielded the defender and made the catch. Cotton split wide to the right. Buck to the left and shotgun for Mays. Hands it off to Meade. Cuts it back up the middle. Meade fighting for the goal line. He's going to get an extra push. He's not quite going to get there, but he's going to get down to the 1. A gain of 5 yards brings up 2nd and goal from the 1-yard line after a 5-yard run by Austin Meade.
You have to admire the last-ditch effort there by Floyd Central to try to push the running back into the end zone, but it's going to be a 2nd and goal situation here for Floyd Central as we are now under 5 minutes to go here in this third quarter, and just an unbelievable quarter so far for Floyd Central on both sides of the ball. And we've talked about what they can do offensively and had some tough penalties in that first half that really set them back, but they've really got it going. The defense has put them in great situations here so far.
It's still a 2-score game for the Jags, down 11, 4:34 to play. Mays hands it off to Meade, and he's going to get it into the end zone for his first touchdown of the night. Touchdown, Jaguars. Breathing some new life into these Jaguar fans who are still here weathering the cold. Now a 5-point game with 4:29 to play in the third quarter.
And a nice handoff there by Meade, and he finally was able to get his touchdown as he had that great effort on the first drive in the game. Wasn't able to get in, but he got that one. And Floyd Central right back in this game. How about that?
Looking for a 2-point conversion to make it a 3-point game. 2 receivers to the right. Mason shotgun. Rolling to his left. Fires a dart, and it's caught by Buck. Got his feet in.
Catch.
It's going to be good for 2. and the Jaguars have cut it to 23-20 with 4:29 to play in the third quarter. We'll take a 60-second break and come back on FM 100 Sports.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy from Appalachian Wireless. One of the things that makes us the region's best network isn't just our coverage, it's that we're local. You'll find real people right here from home, ready to help you get the best deals on the latest devices. We hear the other carriers bragging about how they cover the middle of nowhere, but this isn't nowhere. All our roads lead to somewhere. So come home to Appalachian Wireless. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Beatty Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
23-20, your score. Knott Central on top of Floyd Central, but the Jaguars, 2 big touchdowns in this quarter, one coming off a fumble, one coming off a turnover on downs. That's 14 straight points to start the second half, and they've trimmed what was a 17-point lead at halftime for the Patriots down to 3 with 4:29 to play. TJ Jewell, the squib kick, and the Patriots are going to fall on it again, barely, as it went 10.5 yards. That's another good kick by Jewell.
Yeah, it was.
Patriots, again, a heads-up play. And Jewell's upset with himself, but TJ, that's a good try, buddy.
That was a great kick. And tell you what, all the momentum right now with Floyd Central, and I can't get over that catch by Buck in the end zone right there on that two-pointer. And that was, he had to have just tippy toes trying to stay inbounds. That was unbelievable.
And now the Patriots feeling a little bit of pressure. Napier in shotgun, hands it off to Gibson. Bounces it to the outside. He's going to get the first down across the 40. And Gibson is going to be shoved out of bounds by Caleb Williamson. A big run for Gibson all the way up to the Floyd Central 17-yard line.
And
a gain of 33 yards on 1st and 10. That silences that Floyd Central sideline.
And Williamson was the last line of defense right there, where Gibson would have had a touchdown on one play. Shoved him out of bounds, but here you go, Knott Central knocking on the door.
2 receivers each way for Napier. Gibson back there with him. Hands it off to him. Watkins had him in the backfield, couldn't get him. And a nice job that time for the second man through to take him down for the Jaguar defense, as that was Caden Goins. It's going to be back to the line of, no, they're going to give him a yard.
Like I said, we've called Watkins' name a lot tonight, especially on the defensive side. He had one right there, but it was a great recovery by Floyd Central to be able to hold it to a minimal gain.
2nd and 9. Napier in shotgun, halfback draw, and Gibson gets out of one tackle, and he can't get out of another one.
Tackle right there.
Nice job. Nick Hall was the first man there. The second man there was Ashton Maynard to bring him down for a loss of 3 on the play.
I'm telling you what, Josh, but looking at the quarterback for Knott Central, it looks like, I don't know what it is, the way he has an odd way of handing the ball off. I don't know if it's that's definitely what caused the fumble earlier, but just an odd delivery, it seems.
3rd and 13 for the Patriots, just outside the Floyd Central 20. Napier with a shotgun snap, and he gets run into by Gibson, and Gibson gets it across the 15. It's going to be well short of a first down, brings up about 4th and 5 from the 13-yard line. A big play coming up.
Yeah.
For this Jaguar defense.
And that was a big run by Gibson right there to make this 4th down a little more manageable. Instead of 4th and 13, it'll be 4th and 5. So, and Floyd Central, we've seen what they've done so far on this and defensively in this third quarter with a forced turnover and a turnover on downs. Let's see if they can hold them right here.
Third quarter clock down to 2:30. Patriots with it. 4th and 5 from the Floyd Central 13, up by 3. Napier in shotgun. Pitches it left side to Gibson. And it's going to be close. I think he's going to get it. On the far sideline, it's hard to see from our vantage point. his jersey was being tugged on from behind. It's going to depend on the spot, Steve.
Yeah, I think the clock stopped. They're probably going to measure.
The line to gain, and the Jaguars are going to stop him.
Wow.
He needed 5. He got 4.5. And the Jaguars come up with a big stop.
How about that? It looked like he may have had it. I know it was a pretty good ways away from where we are.
If this game's at Knott Central, that ball's a half yard further.
Exactly. But I'll tell you what, Josh, a turnover and 2 straight turnovers on downs for this Floyd Central. And listen, who would have thought that they got a chance to take the lead?
Well, that's the good news. The bad news is you've got about 89 yards or 90 yards to get there.
At least it's the third quarter. At least it's not the fourth quarter.
You're going to have to put together a big drive here. Let's see what this offense can do. 2 receivers each way. Mays, quick fire right side to Cotton. He's caught it and down at the 14-yard line. Solid pickup on first down. It's got a pickup of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. So I'm running out of room on my pass attempts for Keatron Mays.
There's a nice pickup there by Cotton. We haven't caught his name very much tonight. A couple of times in the first half, but he's been relatively quiet tonight.
Mays 15 of 25, 168 yards. 2nd and 5, Jaguars. Clock down to 1:35 in the third. High snap gives it off to Meade, and Meade's going to get across the 15. And maybe 1.5 yards, maybe 2. It's going to bring up 3rd and short.
So a big-time third down here for Floyd Central on the offensive side. We've seen what they've done defensively so far, and they've been able to convert on third down. Have to wonder if they're going to try maybe one of those little screen plays that they've ran very successfully tonight with Buck as we approach the 1-minute mark.
3rd and 4, 1 minute to play in the third quarter. They've got trips to wide to the left with Buck, Williamson, and Cotton. Shotgun snap, Mays. He's got the wide receiver screen to Cotton, and he's blown up at the 10-yard line by Knott Central's Isaiah Wilkinson.
I think there might be a late
flag on the play.
Yeah, maybe a personal foul, because that was a great tackle by Knott Central, and I think he must have said something that the ref might have heard, or they're saying maybe helmet to helmet.
It was a loss of 4. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike conduct against the Patriots.
Wow.
And that's an automatic first down.
So he must, the Knott Central defender must have said something because the referee was right there. So he must have said the magic words, and that's a big break right there if you're Floyd Central, because that play went nowhere, but you still get the drive to go on with a first down.
So the penalty makes it 1st and 10 Jaguars at the 26. Clock continuing to roll in the third quarter down to 35 seconds. Mason shotgun. Hands it off to Bailey Evans, and he's going to be dropped for a loss of about 3 yards on the play.
And I would assume, that may be the last play of this quarter as we approach 15 seconds now. But I'll tell you what, an unbelievable effort by Floyd Central to get right back in this game.
And that will be the final play of the fourth quarter. The Jaguars, 14 points on 2 turnovers in the third period. They trail by 3 with the football as we move to the fourth quarter of play. Patriots 23, Jaguars 20. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
When you walk into Howard Family Pharmacy, you'll always find someone you know and trust.
Hi, this is Wes.
Hey, it's Tiffany.
Hello, this is Joanna.
Hey there, this is Stacy.
If your current pharmacy is going out of business, or if you're just tired of dealing with the big chain pharmacies and mail order companies, then Howard Family Pharmacy is here for you, providing the kind of care you can count on from people who truly care. Howard Family Pharmacy of Allen and Eastern, where it's always about family. Kentucky Farm Bureau has provided folks in the bluegrass with quality insurance and dependable service since 1943. As your local agent, John Greer Hunt is proud to serve the Floyd County community and to help get the right protection for your home, auto, life, or business. For a free quote, call John Greer Hunt today, 606-791-2122, or stop by the office at 1288 South Lake Drive in Prestonsburg and ask to speak to John. Kentucky Farm Bureau, big on commitment.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Watching back at McKinney Manor in Allen is Cash Montgomery, Carter Jackson. It's late considering we have to leave at the crack of dawn for Richmond tomorrow morning.
Ooh, that's going to be early. I know.
Rowdy and Richmond Fright Night.
Okay. We do have an update from the Rock. Getting ready to start the fourth quarter. Offensive explosion. Prestonsburg up 30-22.
23-20 here at Floyd Central.
A dandy right here.
Starting the fourth quarter. Jags 2nd and 13. Mays looking to his right. Escapes the pocket. He's going to tuck it and run. Gets across the 25. Lowers his shoulder at the 30. And he's going to get across the 30 just shy of the 35. Out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 11 on 2nd and 13.
A big-time gain there for Mays to be able to set up an easy a manageable third down, I should say. 3rd and 2, maybe 3 here for the Jaguars.
I mentioned Cash's flag football. Carter wrapped up soccer season this week with the Blue Rainbows.
Blue Rainbows,
That's
I
right.
like that.
He loves him some soccer and space.
Nothing wrong with that.
3rd and 2 Jaguars at their own 34-yard line. Shotgun snap. It's a rollout.
He's got options.
He's got Elijah Little wide open in the flat. Little across the 50 into Patriot territory. A gain of 18 yards on 3rd and short into Patriot territory at the 48-yard line. Excellent play call by the offense. Excellent execution as Mays found Little.
And he had a couple of options, and Buck maybe looked like Cotton as well, but Little came across the middle, and that was sort of like a check down there for Mays, and he made the right read to get it to Little, got the first down and plenty more, and this offense keeps rolling here for the Jaguars.
1st and 10 Jaguars at the Knott Central 48. Shotgun for Mays. High snap, gives it to Evans, lowers his shoulder, and will get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Yeah, that was a very high snap, so it was a little bit tougher to be able to get the ball off there to the running back, Evans, as Mays getting the play call from Coach Hoskins.
2nd and 10 Floyd Central. A win tonight would force a 3-way tiebreaker for spots 3 and 4 in Class 2A District 7 with Knott Central and Leslie County. Leslie County is off this week. They go to Betsy Lane next week. The Jaguars welcome in 3A Fleming County. The Patriots still have an opponent to be determined. Mays, shotgun snap, rolls to his left, has time, throws on the run. He's got Buck on the sideline, first down catch, and shoved out of bounds.
And I'll tell you what, we have seen so many times tonight with Mays on that rollout throwing against his body, but that one he really put a lot into it to be able to get that ball to Buck and get the first down, and just a great throw there by Mays and a great catch by Buck to keep the drive going.
A pickup of 11 up to the Knott Central 37. Clock down to 9:46. And you're right. I don't know that Floyd Central would catch Knott Central in RPI, but a win tonight would certainly help them catch Leslie. Would propel them closer to Leslie, if not over. Mays now under center. Man in motion is Cotton. Turns. It's the jet sweep with Cotton. Cuts it up and is going to be brought down from behind. Nice job that time by Shepard to hold him up.
Yeah.
And there to finish him off in the backfield was Jace Ambergy. And that's going to be a big loss on the play of 4 yards back to the 41.
And it's
maybe a little too cute on that one.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. This is the time right now. You're under 10 minutes to go. You don't want to get cute. You want to go with what you've been, what's been working so far in this second half. And we talked about it in pregame. They didn't need to do anything crazy with the running game. They've established a great running game, just enough to keep them honest. But that passing game has been on point tonight.
Shotgun from Mays, high snap, looking to his right. He's hit as he throws. He's got Cotton downfield, well overthrown out of bounds. Preston Shepard applying the weak side pressure to Mays. Incomplete pass brings up a 3rd and 14 with 8:57 to play.
That was just great coverage there by the secondary of Knott Central, but the ball was well overthrown. And so we got a big-time play here, big-time third down for Floyd Central, and we got a flag.
There's a flag, unsportsmanlike conduct, and Mays immediately hit the deck. It's almost like he knew it was on. It's on the Jaguars.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was on the near side, Judge. Someone must have said something.
Yeah, that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
Because the judge threw it, and Mays immediately hit the deck like he just knew.
Yeah. Oh, man.
And that is, at this point, and now you're third in Abner Mountain.
Yeah, that's what I'll say, third in Weeksbury at least. It's just
line to gain is the 27. The ball is at the Floyd Central 43. Screen pass to Meade, and he's hit almost immediately.
Yeah.
He does get it across the 45. It's a gain of 3, and that's going to bring up 4th and Melvin.
Yeah, I mean, you just try to get as much of it back as you can on that one play, and they didn't get much, if anything at all.
And that is, at least by my count, the third time that the offense has just been taken completely out of anything because of a personal foul or unsportsmanlike conduct penalty. And that's the kind of thing that, honestly, it's the tough thing to change.
There's a nice kick there, though, on the punt.
That was a nice kick by Floyd Central, going to be down at the 20. Nice kick that time by John Goebel to pin the Patriots back, and those are the kind of things that it's tough, man. I mean, you're down by 3. It's a third and long, but you can get 14 yards in 2 plays, and then it's just, you do just a little bit extra to just shoot yourself in the foot and just cripple yourself.
And that was one of my keys of the game was, for complementary football, and every personnel group has played great. It's been complementary, it's been great, but who would have thought it would be discipline?
Patriots 1st and 10. Gibson with the handoff. He gets it across the 20 and a gain of about 3. A host of Jaguars there to bring him down, including Ashton Maynard, Daniel Swiger. So a short gain of 3 on first down for Gibson brings up 2nd and 7. And clock is now
a big-time factor.
A big-time factor. Down to 7:40 in the fourth quarter. The Jaguars have gotten stop after stop after stop this entire second half. You need one more.
Yeah, how much longer can they hold? And you have all your timeouts left as well as that clock runs deeper into this fourth. But
heavy formation for the Patriots. Napier hands it off in the backfield, and it's going to be brought down for a loss.
Nice stop again.
Caden Goins, the first man there, and he might have brought him down for a loss. So we'll see who had the carry. And you mentioned it off air. There is movement by Knott Central every single play before the snap, and there's a Patriot down.
And it looks like it may be a possible cramp for the Knott Central player.
Preston Shepard was the ball carrier who was tackled for a loss of 1 on the play, and brings up 3rd and 7. Actually give him no gain on the play. 3rd and 7, Knott County Central.
But like you alluded to on every time before the snap, the quarterback moves. I don't know what it is. Like he shuffles his feet or kind of moves his feet.
When he's in shotgun, he's leaning backwards.
Yeah.
Anticipating the snap, but the ball's not to him yet.
Right.
I mean, that's a false start.
Every time.
And the down Patriot was Shane Gibson. He's walking off under his own power. And on that last play, both running backs were in motion before the ball was snapped.
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could call a false start every single time.
And we'd be here all night. But yeah, I mean we've seen it.
And I don't say that to imply that that's the reason the Jaguars are trailing or anything like that, or the Patriots are winning, but it's becoming increasingly obvious that there is movement before the snap.
Yeah.
3rd and 7 Patriots, under 7 to play. Napier, play action rollout. He's looking deep over the middle. He's got Ambergy, and it's incomplete. Coverage by Williamson, Cotton, and Meade. And I'll tell you what, Ambergy made a tremendous adjustment to the ball mid-air. almost like a Euro step to get past Williamson, and the ball just fell right through his hands.
And that was just another great hold there by Floyd Central as they went deep, man. I'll tell you what, this defense is giving this offense every opportunity in the world to take this lead in this game as we are now under 7 minutes. So
4th and 7 Patriots at their own 23. Preston Shepard back to punt. No, I'm sorry, it's not Preston Shepard. He's the fullback. Back to punt is Bryson Everidge, and he boots it. It's a good one.
Nice
it's going to
kick.
take a good bounce. Hits at the 44, and it's going to take about a 2-yard bounce. Down by the Patriots, Brody Short at the 42-yard line. And the Jaguars coming off the field trying to pump up the offense with 6:37 to play in the fourth, down by 3.
And they've got manageable, decent field position right now on the 42-yard line. So, I mean, and Josh, the offense has done good tonight. It's moved the ball well. But, again, it's just the penalties. The penalties have just broken their backs, so to speak. But and there's not going to be very many more possessions left. They're not going to have very many more left. So
no, you're looking at this one,
maybe one more.
Maybe one more.
If that.
Shotgun for Mays. High snap, play action rolling to his left. Fires it left side. And
he got him.
Caught.
He had him.
That was Williamson. Williamson wasn't even looking for the football. If he's looking for the football,
he's gone.
And makes an adjustment, that's a big game.
I think if he would have caught it, he'd still be gone. He'd have been gone. He had so much separation, and he still almost made an adjustment, had to look back to catch it, but that's just a miscommunication right there.
And that's the third or fourth time we've seen Mays and a receiver not on the same page, and the receiver be wide open. I don't know if it's a route issue or Mays throwing it, maybe the timing off or what, but nonetheless, incompletion brings up 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, Mays gets it, looking over the middle. He's got Cotton, and just out of his reach at the 35-yard line.
Man,
Brody Short there on coverage.
That was a dangerous pass. I mean, you had Cotton, and it looks like he was a little slow to get up. But I'll tell you what, that was a couple of Knott Central defenders right there around that ball as well. It was a dangerous throw, as Cotton is able to get up under his own power, but he's got a noticeable limp.
Cotton will come off. Miles Holbrook will run into the Jaguar huddle.
But here's the thing, Josh. I mean, they're trying to get it all in one play. They don't need to have to go deep every time.
It's been there, but
yeah,
you don't have to do your right.
Yeah, but there's been some miscommunication. But run that screenplay they've had success running.
2 receivers each way. Mays and shotgun. Clean pocket. He's going deep to Buck.
Interception.
And Brody Short nearly had it. Buck knocked it out at the last second. But you're right. You have 6.5 minutes, and they're throwing the ball 30 yards downfield. And just like that, it's 4th and 10 at your own 42.
And you're in a position you're going to have to go for it. I don't have a Knott Central roster in front of me.
They're going to punt.
They're going to punt it. Okay. They're going to, their defense has come up big in this second half, so they're going to rely, again, on their defense, try to give them one more possession. And it's getting into the situation where you're going to have to start burning some timeouts as well.
Well, any Knott Central scorer will make it a 2-possession game. John Goebel back to punt. Puts toe to leather. It's a decent
Another good punt.
Going to bounce at the 32, and it's going to die right there. Austin Meade downs it at the 29-yard line, and that's where the Patriots will take over with 6:15 to play. And you're right. I mean, the first play was there to Williamson. A little bit of miscommunication. He was kind of turned one way. The ball went the other. The other two, double coverage over the middle. One a little bit deeper than the other, but you've got time. And I don't know if you're expecting maybe Knott Central to come out and maybe score again and kind of give yourself some more time. I don't know, but
and Josh, you know how great the secondary for Knott Central's played tonight, and not only with the interception by Short, but they've had a lot of pass breakups as well.
Pistol formation for Connor Napier. One receiver each way. Turns, gives it to Ambergy on the right side, runs over a defender at the 30. And he's going to rumble his way across the 35 to the 37-yard line.
I was getting ready to say that dude is a load, and he just
Wilkinson, excuse me. I keep calling him Ambergy. Wilkinson, that's a gain of 8.
And that was a well-earned 8 yards right there. I mean, he just lowered his shoulder, lowered the boom. And so it was a 2nd down and 2 for the Patriots.
Clock now 5:35. Jaguars trying one more time to get a defensive stop on this possession. Handoff from Napier to Shepard. Gets the first down and then some. And drugged down near the 50-yard line, down at the 49. That's a gain of 12 and moving the chains for a Knott Central first down.
And Floyd Central, you know, they've done so great on the defensive side this second half. And you know Coach Hoskins is just wanting these guys to dig in, pin their ears back, try to get one more stop so they can get the ball back on offense.
Both teams with 3 timeouts. The Patriots with a 3-point lead. Napier, snap is a good one. Turns, gives it to Shepard. Bounces it to the outside. First down and more. Runs over a defender at the 25. Tackled up and tripped at the Floyd Central 30. A gain of 20 on the play for Preston Shepard. And a Patriot down back near midfield with a cramp. More back-to-back runs by Preston Shepard of 13 and 20 yards. And just like that, the Patriots have it 1st and 10 at the Floyd Central 30-yard line. And the clock continues to roll, now down to 4:50 here in the 4th quarter.
And Knott Central haven't been able to do much offensively, but they've utilized this run game the last couple of plays.
Napier in the pistol, turns another handoff to Shepard. And Shepard, another first down run across the 20 down to the 18. A gain of 11. And they're just giving it to the big guy and say, hey, go to work.
Yep, and that's what they've done thus far. And just 3 straight first downs here, just running the ball. Offensive line really coming up huge here for Knott Central. Getting some great gaps and open holes for these Knott Central runners.
Play clock down to 20 seconds. Patriots can afford to take some time. The game clock down to 4:10. Knott Central by 3. 4 minutes to play in the 4th quarter. Napier in the pistol. Turns, gives it to Shepard again. Sidesteps one defender at the 30, at the 15, and is going to pick up 4 yards up to the Floyd Central 15-yard line.
I mean, Josh, we're under 4 minutes to go here. You want to try, I mean, I know that Knott Central's knocking on the door of scoring a touchdown, but if you're Floyd Central, you want to try to preserve as much time as possible. 3.5 to go now.
2nd and 7 from the Floyd Central 15. Same formation for the Patriots. Napier turns, gives it to Gibson, and is going to be tripped up, but he's going to fall forward really close to that first down marker across the 10. And we'll see if they give him enough yardage for a first down, and they don't. He's going to be about a yard short. So 3rd and 1 at the 9-yard line.
Well, this is it right here. Big-time play. See what the defense can do. They played so great. You got to give it to them. And can they get one more stop?
Napier, and there's a near fumble. Napier held on to it, and he's going to scramble, and Napier is going to score a touchdown.
Man, they had a chance right there on that busted play to either cause a fumble, it was almost a fumble, or at least tackle and contain Napier, and he just found a way, found an open zone or open lane to get for a touchdown.
Connor Napier, the 9-yard scramble on 3rd and short for the Knott Central touchdown. McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, a name you've known and trusted for more than 3 decades all across Floyd County. McDowell Professional Pharmacy. So either way you slice it, it's a 2-possession game now, 29-20. Patriots going for 2 with 2:47 to play. So now you need a score, onside recovery, and another score.
And in a hurry.
In a hurry. Strong formation for the Patriots, and there's a false start call, and that'll back him up 5 yards. Boy, Floyd Central no good on their first two-point conversion tries. And those are looming pretty large here.
Yeah, no doubt. But you got to give it the effort has been there in the second half. The complementary football, like we talked about in the pregame, is their defense has played great. They haven't had any issues special teams wise. And it's just been the penalties. They've really set them back.
2-point try coming for the Patriots at their own at the Floyd Central 8-yard line. Napier, shotgun snap, rolls to his right. He throws, and it's going to be caught in the end zone. Conversion is good. Michael Gibson gets the 2-point try, and the Patriots now lead 31-20. 2:47 to play, fourth quarter, back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
Want to know the secret to a healthy smile? You won't find it in a bottle. The secret is found in simple, everyday brushing, flossing, and regular checkups with Martin Dentistry. Recently voted as the best dentist in Floyd County, Dr. Stacy Martin offers preventative general dentistry treatments and checkups to patients of all ages. Martin Dentistry would like to thank their patients for their trust, and they look forward to serving you for years to come. Call for an appointment, 285-9444 for Martin Dentistry.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Betsy Lane up 41-30 on Pike Central over in Stanville. Pikeville up 24-6 on Hazard down there in Perry County. And Prestonsburg and Martin County tied at 30 up in Inez. 31-20 your score here. Knott Central, having just found the end zone, increases its lead to 11 over Floyd Central. The kick from Parker Settles, fielded at the 22 by Wesley Buck. Here's a reverse to Damian Cotton. Cotton's got some room down the near sideline, and he's going to get past Settles, and he's going to step out at the 30 or 41-yard line. And man, oh man. And he did. It wasn't by much, but he did.
And it looked like he just had the kicker to beat, and he beat him, but he just went out of bounds. And Josh, we've seen them run that same type of play at Leslie County.
That reverse has worked every time they've run it.
Yeah.
And they've run it a handful of times, and that time Cotton about an inch and a half from breaking.
Man. And that would have been huge to be able to get that quick of a score, but they're in great field position now, so it gives them a better opportunity to score quick and try to get the ball back.
1st and 10, Floyd Central at the Knott Central 41. Mason shotgun brings Elijah Little in motion. Shotgun handoff goes to Austin Mead. He's going to get across the 35 and brought down at the 34-yard line. So a gain of 7 brings up 2nd and 3.
I will say it was a good run, but they're in a situation right now where they're going to have to pass the ball. Not a whole lot of time left as we approach 2 minutes. It was a great run, but they didn't get enough for the first down, so that clock is still running.
And you need 2 scores. 2:10 in the fourth quarter. Down by 11. Trips to the right. Cotton split wide to the left. Mays, good snap and shotgun. Steps back. Clean pocket. Has all day to throw
options.
It. He throws it, flips it to a wide open Caleb Williamson.
Got to get out of bounds.
He's going to fight his way, brought down out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. We'll see exactly where he's spotted, but Williamson was wide open on the sideline.
Yeah, he sure was.
And he's going to be brought down, looks like near the 6.
And he was able to get a few extra yards there, but he was actually forced out of bounds by the Knott Central defenders, and that was a big time advantage for Floyd Central. They don't have to waste a timeout as we are under 2 minutes.
Actually, he's going to be spotted at the 8-yard line, so a gain of 26 yards. 1st and goal, Jaguars at the Patriot 8. Big first down play or second down catch by Caleb Williamson, his 2nd of the evening. Mays again in shotgun. Clean snap. It's going to be a pitch to Mead on the delay.
What a play.
Mead is going to get into the end zone for the Jaguar touchdown.
What a play. That was unbelievable. That was really a gutsy play call right there, because that pitch could have went wild, and just like a little option pitch right there, and Mead was able to get in. And Josh, I'll tell you what, we said that Floyd Central had to score quick, and they got a touchdown in less than a minute, because they got the ball back with 2:47 to go.
And that was a great play. Mays has rolled right, rolled left all night long. He did the same thing there and just pitched it. It wasn't, I guess it was an option, but he was rolling like he was looking to pass the ball. And Mead found the end zone for a touchdown, his second touchdown of the night. And now the all-important two-point conversion. 31-26 Patriots with 1:49 to play. High snap to Mays. It's a shovel pass to Little, and he scores.
Wow, how about that? They're going deep in the bag here on this drive with that pitch, and then just like you said, a little shovel pass. And now we're back to a three-point game, and Floyd Central still has all their timeouts left as well.
31-28. We'll go ahead and keep it right here. 1:49 to play in the fourth. So Floyd Central takes all of 58 seconds off the clock to score a touchdown, of course, aided by the big reverse return by Damian Cotton. They do have all three timeouts like you've mentioned, but you cannot give up a big play.
You can't.
I mean, I don't know that you can give up a first down.
You can't give up a first down. So, but obviously they're going to go for the onside. And
they've been close.
And they've been very close, especially that last one. It went the full 10 yards. It went the full 10, and they almost had somebody there. So, they've got Knott Central thinking about that, thinking maybe a little too much. And, of course, they've got their hands team out as well. So, we're going to see right here what can happen. And I'll tell you, man, this has turned out to be an exciting football game.
It's the last district game of the season. Can't hold anything back now.
Did you just figure that one out by yourself, Josh?
Yep. Waterboy just needed some water. 1:49 to play. Jaguars down 3, kicking off to the Patriots. Both teams with all three timeouts. TJ Jewell, here we go. And
it looked like Central got it. Yeah.
Patriots are going to fall on it at the Floyd Central 48.
So, I mean, despite that last drive, despite the last drive that Knott Central had, this Floyd Central defense has played an unbelievable second half. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens here. Of course, they have all their timeouts, as I think Josh may have a cramp here.
Yeah.
he get a little too excited up here in the booth.
I've been sitting still all night. How does that happen? Patriot football, 1st and 10 at the Floyd Central 49. Napier in shotgun. Turns, gives it to Shane Gibson across the 45, and is going to be brought down after a gain of 5, and there's the first charge timeout.
But that right there,
the Jaguars.
Yeah, that right there is something you can't do. Give up a 5-yard play. So it's going to be a 2nd and 5 here for Knott Central after the timeout. And like you said, if they get a first down here, this one you pretty much wrap it up.
Well, worst case scenario is you stop him on 1st and 2nd down, use 2 timeouts, and then give up a first down.
Are we good?
143. Yeah, for now, I guess. That's pretty bad. Just to sit still and cramp up.
Hey, listen, brother. As my dad says, it don't get any better.
31-28.
And we got an update from Pressburg. Martin County Pressburg up 36-30. Just scored a touchdown with nearing 2 minutes to go in that one.
That game to decide the Class 2A District 7 championship. The winner will be at home through the first 2 rounds of the playoffs at least. The loser's consolation prize is a potential trip to Belfry in round number 2.
That's a tough consolation prize right there.
It's like, do you try to win to get the district championship, or do you try to win to avoid Belfry in the second round?
A little bit of both. Yeah, that's probably a 50-50 split right there.
2nd and 5, Knott Central at the Floyd Central 44. Handoff again goes to Gibson. He's going to get the first down and then some. Bounces it to the outside at the 30. Reverses field at the 20.
He's
still on his feet inside the 15 and drugged down at the Floyd Central 10, a gain of 34 yards for Shane Gibson.
And first down will obviously stop the clock as they move the chains. So,
and you're right. This defense has made so many plays this second half. It's almost like you've kind of gotten all you've gotten out of them. Like you've kind of you kind of run that well dry, and asking them to make one more stop might just be a little bit too tall of a task. Another run for Gibson. He's going to pick up 3 up to the 7, and another timeout called by Floyd Central.
So, I mean, like you said, the defense, they played great, and we've seen Floyd Central several times this season. And the second half defensive efforts, by far, I think the best we've seen them all season long. And they did everything they could to get Floyd Central back into this game, and their offense really capitalized early in the third quarter to get within 3 where they are right now as well. But that last drive Knott Central scored was just really, really tough. You can tell the defense is worn down, but just a great effort for Floyd Central as they got 1:05 to go with 1 timeout left, and Knott Central up by 3. So is it one of those situations where you just kneel it out if you're Knott Central, because Floyd Central's down to 1 timeout?
Yeah, I mean, it's
because you really don't.
If you score, it's 2 possessions anyway.
But you're still giving Floyd Central an opportunity to score as well.
Yeah, I think if you're Knott Central, you've got it second and about 3.
I think they
they got the first down. They got the chains to the side, so it's first and goal from the 7.
Well, they're lining up like they're going to run a play.
Napier, pistol, pitched left outside to Gibson, makes one man miss, and he's going to walk in for the touchdown. There's a flag, and it's going to be
maybe some holding.
Well, there's no official signal for the score. It is a holding against the Patriots, so back it up 10 yards, wave off the touchdown.
And I'll tell you what, Josh, that was a toss play. That could have been very dangerous if Gibson couldn't lost control of that or didn't handle it well. But either way, a holding call on Knott Central, which stops the clock. So that'll help Floyd Central preserve that 1 timeout that they have left. And I just don't understand why they're running plays. I would have already nailed the ball, but who am I?
So second and goal from the 10. Another pitch to Gibson, this time on the right side. It's going to go for a loss of 4. Back to the 14-yard line. Clock stopped at 54 seconds. Third and
something.
Third and goal from the 14. Well, they had the first down marker up, then they took it down. And I don't know if anyone's going to put it back up again. Well, the Jaguars have no more timeouts. At least they shouldn't. Scoreboard says 1.
I mean,
they've used all 3.
Yeah, they've used all 3 now. So this would obviously be you have to. Knott Central has to run a play. Even if they kneel it, it's going to be 4th down. So you're looking at about.
If I'm Floyd Central, I'm trying to rip that football away.
Yeah.
Any and every way I can think of.
Yeah.
(31-28). Patriots by 3. 53.9 seconds to play in the 4th quarter. Facing a third and goal from the 14.
Let's see what they
break
do
the
here.
huddle.
Looks like they're going to.
That same heavy formation with Napier under center. 2 fullbacks and Gibson behind him. Turns, hands it off to Gibson, and he's going to break through the line of scrimmage, and he's going to score a Patriot touchdown with 48 seconds on the clock.
And it looks like Prestonsburg escapes the rock with a victory, 36-30.
So the Black Cats back-to-back district champions with a win tonight at Inez, 36-30 over Martin County.
It looked like it was a hard-fought battle, too. So congratulations to the Black Cats.
Parker settles to attempt the PAT. It's a two-possession game for the Patriots. No matter how you slice it, it's up, and the kick is good. Makes it 38-28, Knott Central. We'll take a break. Back in 60 seconds on FM 100 Sports.
This is Douglas Ray Hall, your Floyd County Circuit Clerk. For over 25 years, I've been promoting and praising our local athletes. That behind every athlete, there's a team, but it's not just coaches and teammates. It's parents who wake up early for practice, grandparents who cheer the loudest every game, and family members who stand by through every victory and defeat. They give their time, their energy, and their endless support, shaping the hearts and the minds of the next generation. To the parents, grandparents, and families of our athletes, thank you. We are forever grateful. Douglas Ray Hall, your Circuit Court Clerk.
Defense wins championships, and at Hesterberg Law Firm, we believe a good defense wins cases. This is attorney Tanner Hesterberg. If you're facing legal trouble, you need an attorney to advocate for you in the courtroom. The sooner we get involved in your case, the better the outcome. 606-731-6857 and at hesterberglaw.com. Hesterberg Law Firm, defending Kentucky.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
Patriots back on top by 10, 38-28, and Cotton lets the kickoff go all the way back inside the 20, and he's going to down it at the 19-yard line with 47 seconds on the clock. The Jaguars down 10, 80 yards to go, and no timeouts.
I mean, anything can happen. You never know, but a monumental task ahead of them, down by 10 with 47 seconds, no timeouts, and a lot of turf in front of them.
So Prestonsburg, with their win, will be at home in the first and second rounds of the playoffs at least. And then you'll play the RPI game when you get to the region final round.
That's always fun.
Martin County will be at home in the round number 1. And then if all goes chalk, they'll make a trip to Belfry in round number 2. Trips to the right for Keatron Mays, one to the left in shotgun, and a whistle before the snap, and a delay of game on the Jaguars will back them up to the 14.
There's a lack of urgency on that one.
And it is important to note that the RPI does not change after the regular season. So once the regular season is over, your RPI is set, and that is the number that will be used once you get to the third round of the playoffs and beyond. Shotgun snap is good for Mays. Looking to his right, steps up in his pocket, has all kinds of time, flips it over the middle to Little, and he bobbles it incomplete at the 25-yard line.
He had Buck wide open right here about the 40-yard line, just didn't see him. Of course, he was scrambling there trying to get out of the rush from the defense, and sets up a second down here for Floyd Central.
Mays has misfired on 5 of his last 7 pass attempts. He has 20 of 35 overall for the game. And you kind of go back to that to 2 possessions ago where you have 6.5 minutes on the clock. You're down by 3, and you throw 3 passes 30 yards downfield, and you take 10 seconds off the clock and you punt it away.
Yeah, I didn't understand the play calling there, trying to get it all at once. They didn't need it.
Empty backfield for Mays and shotgun. Clean snap. Steps back. Now steps up in the pocket. He's got Buck wide open over the middle. Now he finds him. Buck catches it at the 30. Makes a man miss and can't escape across the 30. He does pick up the first down up to the 32-yard line. So it's a pickup of 18 yards. And the clock will start again on the referee's whistle. Down to 25 seconds. Mays drops back, avoids the pressure, scrambling to his left, looking for somebody, throws it downfield. He's got Meade, and Meade's got it. And
He's
Meade
gone.
at the 15, the 5, touchdown Jaguars with 10 seconds on the clock.
That's who I was trying to say. I see Meade open, I just couldn't get the name out. And Knott Central defender almost came over to intercept that one, or at least deflect it, but great concentration by Meade to catch the ball. and run it in. Hey, I just said it a while ago. Anything can happen. 38-34 with 10 seconds to go. So
that was Mason Ambergy that tried to undercut Meade on the deep ball and just kind of mistimed it. I mean, if he times it well, it's an interception or at least a deflection, but Meade was able to get it and race to the touchdown, 68 yards.
Wow.
For the McDowell Professional Pharmacy touchdown, and the Jaguars go for the 2-point conversion. Mays, high snap, steps up. He's going to run it in for 2 to make it a 3-point game yet again. No, a 2-point game. Excuse me, my math is off. 38-36 your score with 10 seconds to play. So now the all-important onside kick coming for the Jaguars.
Well, here we go. This has just been an incredibly wild game to be a part of. And of course, the other game you think of with Floyd Central was the McGoffin game. I guess it had been about 2 months ago now, hard to believe. And, of course, they escaped that one with a victory, and this one has just been all over the place as well. First half dominated by Knott Central. Second half, Floyd Central came out with a purpose on defense. Really set their offense up for great success.
They've doubled up Knott Central in the second half, 30-15.
Yeah, and we're an onside kick away. Like I said, anything can happen. You never know.
Last district game of the season. Can't hold anything back now.
Okay, Josh.
TJ Jewell setting the football up at his own 40-yard line. 10 seconds to play in the fourth quarter. The Jags down 2. And he gets a good bounce.
Oh,
man.
Oh,
it's a fumble.
It's loose. Floyd Central's got it.
Oh, are they going to call him down?
Oh, was he down? Oh, no.
The football popped loose.
But was he down?
And they're going to call him down.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, man.
Payson Dials was the recipient of the kick, and the ball popped loose, and then the umpire on the near sideline immediately came in. He was emphatic immediately that said he was down.
I mean, that's it.
That's going to all but do it. Man, oh, man.
That was so close, man. That was so close. I seen the ball pop free, and Elijah Little came up with it. But it also looked like he was down as well.
The referee came in immediately. There was no discussion, and immediately signaled that he was down. So Connor Napier under center will take a knee, and that's going to do it. Knott Central escapes with a 38-36 win on the road, their 8th road win in their last 9 games. The Jaguars' 8th loss at home in their last 9 home games, and the Jaguars fall to 1-8 on the year and will miss out on the Class 2A postseason. 38-36 your final. Knott Central over Floyd Central. We'll take a 3-minute break and come back and wrap it up on FM 100 Sports.
For over 30 years, the attorneys at Mocha Nunnery Law Office have chosen to fight for injured individuals rather than companies, standing up for the rights of folks just like you. The combined experience of Tom Moak, Dee Nunnery, and Jacob Moak will fight for you, whether you've been injured in an auto accident, personal injury claim, workers' compensation, Social Security, or have a federal black lung case. Injuries are life-changing. Let Mocha Nunnery help you move forward. Call 886-1515 for Mocha Nunnery Law Office, Prestonsburg, Pikeville, Hansard.
For over 30 years, families in our community have relied on McDowell Professional Pharmacy, a name you know and trust. Pharmacists Steve and Alicia Dawson are here to guide you with care, knowledge, and a friendly smile. Whether it's answering your questions, helping you manage prescriptions, or offering advice you can count on, they're always ready to serve. And don't forget, they offer free delivery right here in the area, bringing the care you need straight to your door. McDowell Professional Pharmacy, where experience, trust, and community come together.
While you're doing whatever it is you do, we're testing, retesting, engineering, and re-engineering to keep up with you. We run together.
Is your unit down? Not working like it should? Don't put off repairs to your HVAC system. Call the professionals at Elliott Heating and Cooling. 606-437-7368. One call and your worries are gone. Elliott Heating and Cooling.
It's hard to stop a train. Make your dream home a reality with Solid Rock Development. Dedicated to providing premier customer service with unparalleled workmanship, Solid Rock Development will exceed your expectations. Keep you up to date on the status of your construction project while meeting your deadlines. Using only the highest quality building supplies and equipment, Solid Rock Development will construct a home built to last for generations. Call 606-371-4807 for Solid Rock Development in Garrett, or find Solid Rock on Facebook.
What is it about golf that draws you to it? Is it the morning dew, rising off the course, or the majestic beauty that captures your heart? Is it the challenge of playing a game that can't be won? Or is it the relationships and the stories that will last a lifetime? Plan your trip now to Stonecrest Golf Course in Prestonsburg. Visit them at stonecrestgolfcourse.com.
Hey, it's Kristen Mulcahy with Appalachian Wireless. We're friends, right? How would you and a few of your friends like to save $1,000 in a year off your bill? Here's how it works. When you refer a friend to Appalachian Wireless, you both get $50 in bill credits. It's simple. Just log into your My App Wire account, grab your referral code, and share it. The more friends you invite, the more you can save. Visit us at AppalachianWireless.com or in one of our many retail locations to find out how you can start sharing today. Because we are you, we are Appalachian Wireless.
Live and local, there's only one. WMDJ.
38-36, your final score. Knott County Central holds off a ferocious second-half effort by Floyd Central to escape with a district win here at the Varia Athletic Complex. Again, your final score, 38-36. Keetron Mays for the Jaguars, unofficially 22 of 37, 308 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. Unofficially, that would be the first 300 passing yard game in Floyd Central history. Wesley Buck, 10 catches, 125 yards and a score. And how about the all-around performance from Austin Meade?
He was on
161 total yards, 3 total touchdowns. He had 75 rushing yards, 86 receiving yards, including a big 68-yard reception there at the end to make it a 38-36 football game. For Knott Central, Shane Gibson, 28 carries, 236 yards and 2 scores. Preston Shepard, 10 carries, 87 yards and a touchdown. And Brody Short, his 3rd interception of the season. Time now to name our WMDJ player of the game. Steve Sloan, who you got?
I'm going to go with Shane Gibson for Knott Central with a big-time game. Like you just mentioned, his numbers, 28 rushes for 236 yards and 2 touchdowns. Done a lot of hits damage in the first quarter and in the fourth quarter as well. Really took over late in that fourth quarter. But Shane Gibson, our WMDJ player of the game for Knott Central.
Congratulations to the Knott County Central Patriots, 38-36 winners over the Floyd Central Jaguars. So Knott Central improves to 7-2, and if you look at their schedule, they do not play next week. They had an opponent, an original senior night opponent. They backed out several weeks ago, so they held their senior night festivities against Prestonsburg back on October the 3rd. There is no one on their schedule, so for all intents and purposes, they are done for the year, for the regular season anyway. They will enter the playoffs 7-2 as the number 3 seed. The Jaguars will miss out on the postseason, 1-8 overall, 0-4 in district play. They will be back here next week against the Panthers of Fleming County to close out the regular season. Earlier tonight in Inez, Prestonsburg defeated Martin County 36-30, so the Black Cats are your back-to-back Class 2A District 7 champions. They will be at home in the first 2 rounds of the playoffs. Then after that, it all falls on the RPI. Martin County will be at home in the first round. And then in the second round, if all things go as expected, they will make a trip to Belfry. The Pirates knocked off Shelby Valley tonight to win the Class 2A District 8 championship over in Pond Creek. So the Black Cats return home next week. They will take on Estill County in their regular season finale. Betsy Lane, currently, the game is still going on, leads Pike Central 41-38.
Wow.
With 58 seconds to play, and the Hawks inside the red zone.
Wow.
So the Bobcats, if with a win, could keep their postseason hopes alive. And they will be at home next week to host Leslie County in their regular season finale. So all 3 county teams at home next week. Get out, support your local high school football team in the final week of the regular season. Also, one more plug, if you are in the area down here on the southern side of Floyd County tonight, tomorrow, next Friday, next Saturday, do yourself a favor and stop by and see the Floyd Central Band Haunted House. It is one of the better haunted houses around. It is an annual thing that keeps getting better and better and better. It is $5 admission. All proceeds go to the band. So do yourself a favor and come by and see that. Again, your final score here tonight, 38-36. Knott Central tops Floyd Central in a thriller here at the Varia Athletic Complex. For Jonah Parsons back at the studios in Martin, Kentucky, for Whitley Hall on camera, for Steve Sloan on color, I am Josh McKinney saying so long from Eastern.